It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun Diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This man not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Aha. Now you not done here, all these bad politicians, them we call themselves politicians. Where they thief our money, we no want make the common man get waiting supposed get for this country. Una never hear something. Now go hear one, Maiyegun, you go show na paper. Maiyegun Diary Politico.
Hello there. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Ẹwà fún ilé ìbí wa, kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fàyèrè. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ní pé má sì bẹ̀rù làwọn mọ́. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́.
Facebook.
Thank you. Let me know if this picture is clearer enough for you. Also, let me know if the audio is also perfect for you before we fully get into this. And don't forget, share the broadcast, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. Just tell them that.
And yes, ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá ayé ìṣúra aṣòfin tí ń rúfin òwò ayé ìṣúra òkúra olóṣèlú ayé ìṣúra òjòlú ẹ̀ṣúra kì ayé ìṣúra kì.
Thank you, and good evening to everyone once again from the Temple of Truth, MaiyegunsDiary Politico. But just before we get fully into it, there are some kind of statement of facts that I would love to start this chat with. And it borders on when I was, reflecting on the level of desperation that I have seen in Tinubu, APC, Egbekegbe. They seems to be coming from out of this world, unprovoked desperation. And that's why I want to say this statement of facts. And you can disagree with me on them anyway. But to me, they are facts. Tinubu is from Yoruba land. He is running to be president of Nigeria. And be as it may, in Yoruba land, naturally, Yorubas, or put it this way, some Yorubas are going to support him. Number one, for different reasons, but most importantly, because he's a Yoruba man. You should have that and keep that in your pocket. There will always be, and there are millions of Yorubas who support him because he's a Yoruba man. That's a fact. Another fact is that in that same Yoruba land, there are also other millions of Yorubas who will never support him. They don't, and they will never. They have never, and they will never. They are also Yorubas. That is also a fact. So wherever you found yourself today, don't let some riffraffs, some street urchins, some Facebook cretins, some social media bandits, social media Facebook beggars, do not let them define your Yoruba-ness because of the ambition of Tinubu. Remember this fact, Tinubu is a Yoruba man. Whether he is good or he is bad, whatever you describe him as, there are Yorubas that support him, and they will support him simply because he's a Yoruba man. And you can't fault them. But one thing you must also remember is that in that same Yoruba land, there are millions that are wishing they can do away with him and his gang of Agberu, political scavengers, political opportunists, those who have been using Yoruba name to what? To feather their own family nest, while the Yoruba land and the Yoruba people are falling further and further into poverty, while the public infrastructures in Yoruba land are falling into dereliction, right? They are declaring profit. They are declaring successes by the public fund they have managed to accrue to themselves. They are Yorubas. From 1999, Yorubas have been the local government chairmen or chairperson, councillors, lawmakers at the state level, lawmakers at the national level, the governors and those who work with them, commissioners and those who are their contractors too, they have been majorly Yorubas. But you know, those who have, who Tinubu have to parade today, the number of people he has made, you know, made the public figures, and how much money, and how he turned their lives, how he picked them from refrigerator repairer to becoming the commissioner of one of the, you know, biggest ministry in the richest state in Nigeria. From there to becoming the governor of a whole state for 8 years. So he has a number of them like that. He can parade, because when you look at them, you can see the changes in their lives. But when you look at the people they led, when you look at the places they controlled or controlling, then you can tell the difference apart. They are better off. The people, the land they are leading, continue to depreciate and the rest. So there are millions of Yorubas that are always waiting that something should happen so that you can do away with these cankerworms. You can do away with these opportunists, because they are Yorubas too. Do you understand that? Just have that at the back of your mind. So I was asking myself, why are they so desperate? You decided to go and pick first. You denied your Yorubaness and declared your one Nigerianness. Therefore, as Yoruba land continue to bleed economically, and even our people bleeding physically, they continue to make sure that they bury those news so that they don't make it out there, in order for those news not to tarnish their opportunity of leading Nigeria one day, which is selfish. Simply put, right? If Yoruba's interests are ever put forward, these guys are never going to be in favor or in good terms with the people they are telling you are doing well, and continue to endure it until you die. They would never be in good time with them. If Tinubu and all the Yoruba governors, Yoruba senators who have been helping Bokwari to pass some of those draconic laws, what do they call them? Draconic, whatever. All those terrible laws. Yeah. And the same way, shielding Bokwari from real investigation, even when they try to do any, because they are APC. Egbe, Yoruba land and the Yoruba borders were shut down for years, ruined all of the business activities around those areas and communities, jobs losses, and poverty escalated. Guess what? They buried it because they want to be president. So if you don't think, if you are a non-Yoruba man or woman, okay, and you somehow feel like, Tinubu has some level of control in Yoruba land or over Yoruba people, you are wrong. The thing is that majority are just waiting for, for the time to take care of him. And the time that we take care of him and people like him in the past, that time is actually coming close. So yeah, you have a lot of them who actually support because he's a Yoruba man. They can tell you a lot of things, a lot of faboos, but you think they are talking about another place other than the places that many of you have actually been to yourselves. Talking about development now, yeah? But there are also Yorubas who can't wait to get rid of these rogues, because they are rogues who never represent anyone. The desperation is what I'm questioning. Why are they so desperate? Just in August, give me a sec. If your audio is having an issue, let me know, okay? In fact, let me take a check, a quick one. So if you have any audio issue on your own device, kindly let me know. From here, everything seems perfect, okay? I believe. Draconia. So it's Draconia. It's not Draconia. I'm talking about the Draconian laws. Okay. So why the desperation? Right? They decided that after the failure of Bokwari, which they can't really move away from, okay, they are trying to now, throw the mega shitty, the mega slum, as if to say, many of you watching me right now, you are not living in that Lagos. Sometimes when they begin to tell you Tinubu this, Tinubu that, in your inner mind, in that your own face me and face you, where you I can go on and on. The terrible places that many of you are actually enduring and living in that same shit hole, in that same mega shitty, right? Sometimes when they begin to tell you Tinubu this, Tinubu that, I don't know how your conscience, for those of you who actually live there, how your conscience actually works. Like, are they talking about this Lagos or which one? Or you just feel like, hey, he's a Yoruba man, you know what I mean? But there are Yorubas who don't also want them, because in the last 7 years, when this Tinubu and gang decided to use Yoruba name and use one single trick that they have been using all the time, Yorubas will be better when Nigeria is restructured. I know so many of you today who have become the product of that poverty that these guys have now legalized in Nigeria. I'm talking about some of you who are like from this Indomie generation. You may not know. You may not know this, okay? Now, the likes of Tinubu and gang in 2015, they told Yorubas the only way the Yoruba land and the Yoruba people will attain the their own destined height in life is to get a restructured Nigeria. Now that's what they said in 2015. 2 years, 2 years after that, Bukwari was asking, what is restructuring? What is restructuring? Because the Fulani elite and their Hausa colleagues and those who are the owners of Nigeria, they've restructured Nigeria the way they wanted it by partitioning the country according to the way they wanted, separating brothers from brothers, sisters from sisters, and they call them state creation. That is their own restructuring of Nigeria. And then they control over the resources of the entire country, which they shared among themselves, not even for the generality of the country. So the likes of Tinubu and gang, APC, Egbekegbe, they told Yoruba leaders, Yoruba elders, and the Yoruba people in 2015, what you needed to attain the greatest height as a people is what? Is to vote for APC. Egbekegbe, Nigeria will be restructured. State police will be created. This long story short, Sha, now they are called All Promises Cancelled. The same Tinubu, the Baba Olule, they are brought in Bukwari. They can't use Bukwari's achievements to campaign for Tinubu. They have to start using that Lagos, that your slum. Hey, what about your city? I'm not proud. I'm talking to the entire Yoruba land. This Omuales, who you call the political representatives in Yoruba land, for 22 years, after trillions of naira passed through their hands, the entire Yoruba land. Look at the entire Yoruba land. Chibi, you they live there. No be there you they live. Water in no day. Road in no day. Hospital in no day. What do you call it? Schools you no get. Real job you no get. But look at the criminals. They are all living the best life the best time of their lives. So there is nowhere, everywhere in a slum. Some places be like place where we say they just finish the civil war. Like you are when you land there. If you go to states like Ogun State, if you go to Ekiti, if you go to Ondo, if you go to Oyo, if you go to some part of a Yoruba land like that, you will think they just came out of a civil war. Did they just fight war here? Why is everything so like this? Do you understand what I'm saying? That is the 23 years of Yorubas leading Yorubas in Nigeria's democracy. So if I look at them and I tell you that they are all the same, because they brought failure after failure, and that is why they need validation after validation, reassurance after reassurance, that they are going to get their plate of porridge, the certificate of your slavery renewed, and they need that reassurance, money and all that. They have created enough numbers of people, right? Enough number of people in that poverty basket. So they will never lack numbers of people that are always going to renew the slave certificate. But at the same time, maybe with the right information, some of you can begin to review the consequences of your choices and actions. So why are they looking for validation? Because they need something to reassure them. In August, okay, let's rewind a bit. In March 2021, last year, Baba Reuben Fashoranti, that is Pa Reuben Fashoranti, the leader of Afenifere, he resigned, he retired. The old man was 97 years old then. The old man is 98 years old now. Do you get that now, right? So when he retired, he handed over to Pa Ayo Adebanjo. That is why you have been hearing more from Pa Ayo Adebanjo all this while. Okay? So, Pa Fashoranti is no longer the leader of Afenifere for over a year now. So in August this year, Pa Ayo Adebanjo's led Afenifere now came out and said they were endorsing Peter Obi for president. That didn't go down well with Tinubu and co. Yeah? So you know what they did? They quickly, as usual, fire Ayo Adebanjo Afenifere. And in fact, you won't believe it. It was the Tinubu and co that reminded me, I don't know about you, during that time they were firing Adebanjo. It was then they said, who is Afenifere? Afenifere ko, Afenifere Bini. Who is interested? Who is Afenifere? What political value do they have in Yoruba land? I told you yesterday, they were right. That they don't really have any real political value. Sure you get. Majority of them are former minister, former appointee, political appointee, former civil servant, former this or that in Nigeria. And somehow, now their own retirement package be Afenifere if you actually have to say something in the long run, okay? But they are relevant in the sense that when they say something, there are a lot of people that kind of listen to them as well. I'm not trying to make you feel less anyway. But Tinubu and gang were like, to hell with them. Who are they? We even know them. These old people who don't like Tinubu because they don't like Tinubu. That is why they decided to abandon their own man. Then they reminded us, they said, how many of you remember that in 2015, Afenifere endorsed Jonathan? Jonathan lost. In 2019, Afenifere endorsed Atifku. Atifku lost. So, Afenifere has endorsed Obi. So you know what the result will be. And everybody clap. Yeah, it's true. Afenifere is meaningless. But that was just the facade, just for the show. Behind the curtains, they were greeting. They were crying. Which kind of thing be this? This is Yoruba land. We're all supposed to come together. How can we do this to ourselves? They decided to go and wake Baba Fashoranti, the old man, 98 years old man. Because somehow, the journey that has taken most of them 40, 50 years, you won't believe it, this Yoruba journey since Awolowo days, So they still have all those who are still alive, like Olufalaye. Olufalaye is 84 years old. So he's also an old man next to Fashoranti. So they called all those they know that will listen and come around. And they told them that Tinubu wants prayers from them. He wants Yorubas to come together. He wants to show them his agenda. Okay? And Baba Fashoranti, being an elder man, that they should honor and come. We'll go give you transport money. So then pay transport money, give everybody money. Maybe they come pray for Tinubu. So everybody dressed up to come and pray for him. Okay? They didn't come there to endorse him. I didn't say that too. Now, Papa Fashoranti said that now. You know what happened? Talking about the desperation. Why the desperation? Na APC de power. Tinubu is a Yoruba man. Normal. He should have waited and know that no be all the Yorubas are going to be with APC. Okay? In Yoruba land, despite Tinubu choosing Muslim ticket, there will be more Christians, more Muslims that are who are Yorubas, that are going to support him, not because of Christian or Muslim or anything, but because it's a Yoruba. And there's nothing you can tell them. Even if you put Tinubu inside the wheelbarrow and you attach a drip, blood transfusion, and they put mask on his face, trying to revive him, there are I can't give you a figure, but there are Yorubas that will do, because to them, that is their own way of satisfying their conscience as well as the alale Yorubas. Do you understand that now? That is by supporting the betrayers of Yoruba land, by continuing to project them as the Yoruba leaders, even as Yoruba land continue to go backward and backward under the watch of these criminals in Nigeria. 23 years. Check the numbers of the poverty figure. Check the numbers of the jobless people in Nigeria. Check the numbers of, check all these things. And then you realize that, no, they are going to do it for him is a Yoruba man. Do you get that now? Because according to them, they have to pay the betrayers, the Omuali of Yorubas, because they are those who are in charge of the authority that Nigeria has to share with Yoruba people. Unfortunately, it doesn't serve anybody in Yoruba land. I keep telling you this, but some of you will find this out later. It doesn't matter what it is now, right? So Tinubu and co, they know that this is Yoruba land. You don't need to make any too much impression. You don't need, possibly even, like if you spend money elsewhere, if you, as a Yoruba man, you don't need too much to prove. But I am a Yoruba man. They have a lot to prove. Forget what they are telling you on the bigger picture. And they have done so much damages. Yeah? And as it be, their own, the shadow of what they have done is what is actually intimidating and threatening them. And every day, until if they manage to get it to. So because they have everything, why are you so desperate? You are the one in power. You control the military. You possibly control the INEC, control the judiciary, control everything. And you also control the central bank where they are printing money free of charge. Why do you need anything to prove to anyone by hiring fake bishops? Fake bishop to prove what? You have everything going for you. Why do you have to hire fake writers to write that you are going to be the president of Nigeria when nobody can actually trace all of that? Why? When you have everything already in place. As it is, to let you understand what I'm trying to tell you, that they don't need all this desperation, right? But they are desperate because the shadow of their failure is not leaving them, and they are so scared of losing it all. Like the gamble, or let me say like the gambler that has been on a roll. They now stake everything in, only for them to lose it. So there's so much at stake. That's why they will play tribal, religious, ethnic, and every other thing they can play to make sure that Tinubu win. But the desperation part is what I don't understand so well. Or maybe I'm actually reading them wrong. They said, no, we did not. The first person that first said that they have endorsed him. Afenifere has no relevance according to Tinubu. But why do you have to go and pay almost 600 million naira for prayers that your people will then turn around and change it to endorsement? Are you so desperate for endorsement? From what we have been told, the Yoruba Obas, the Yoruba political Obas, the prayer mantis Obas, àwọn Ọba Jesu, àwọn Alhaji Ọba, that are supposed to be the Igbakeji Orisha, Alashe Igbakeji Orisha, the custodian of the tradition and culture of the Yoruba people, that are now showing their hypocrisy in Redeemed Church. One of them even remove his ceremonial ade, remove it and put it on the floor. Sure, you are with me. They said the conference of Yoruba Oba, they are going to endorse Tinubu. The conference of Yoruba Afa and Imam, they are going to endorse him. The conference of Yoruba Onisheshe, Agbawos, Babalawos, Mamalawos, Brother Lawos, Auntie Lawos, Baby Lawos, Uncle Lawos, and the rest of them. they are also regrouping. And listen, no, this is not a joke. Oh. A lot of groups have to come out to prove so that they need that validation. Very soon now, from what I have been told, the new SUV cars for the Yoruba first-class Obas with 50 million naira is already in place. They have two options. She made them call the Obas together to endorse Tinubu, and they will collect that gift. Or they will be giving them the gift when Tinubu visits them. All of these are also part of the validation to say, you Tinubu, Omo Yoruba ni Asiwaju for Yoruba. You know what I mean? But why? Why the desperation? Whatever they manage to offer, whatever they have offered Wike, Umahi, Hopeless Uzodingba, and so many other people from other parts of southern Nigeria, the arrangement from what we have been told, Tinubu is just waiting to be sworn in as your president. Now only the obedient, they give them this kind of scare. Meanwhile, they concluded that you are not a threat. I'm saying this to you because of what they have said. Oh, now your shock are they wait for. No, you shock all of us. Shock APC, shock PDP, shock Maiyegun, shock all of us. May all of us come there. About this and shock me, oh. They say shock you, say shock me, oh. But be from what we have been told, even if fire won't call Nigeria, if everybody won't burn, everywhere burn, may all carry anybody. Tinubu is just waiting to be sworn in, and this is the strategy. Don't quote, don't take it to the bank, oh. I'm saying what they are banking on. They are going to win all the Yoruba states. Lagos State have 7 million voters. So the threat they said they are having is that out of 7 million people that registered to vote in Lagos, 2.8 million of them are Igbos and then other nationalities in Lagos. So if those 2.8 million decided to drop a vote, that may shorten whatever Tinubu is waiting for in Lagos. But nevertheless, he is expected, he is open, he's going to win all the Yoruba states to start with, Southwest, as they are planning. You see all those northern states, they said that out of 19, they already have 18 in the basket. Now only Ortom, they act stubborn, but they will still deal with Ortom. I'm telling you what they said they are banking on new. Now, let's go to the east. They are not interested in the 5 states in eastern Nigeria. They are only interested in 2. And the 2 are already there, Ebonyi and Imo. In the Niger Delta region and the rest, they are not looking for the entire state there. They are only looking for what? They are only looking for 2. Now, you see the rest, they're just looking for 25%. Even if one winner, just 25% here and there. So if they manage to seize 2-2 here, Omo, Tinubu is going to be your next president, then I said, if that is so perfect as planned, as everything is, how come it is costing them this much to achieve? How come they have to spend so much to convince a lot? Now, listen, to some of you, no be only Tinubu go spend the money because there's so much at stake. Okay? And when we say so much at stake, we have characters of people who were supposed to defend Yoruba land at any given opportunity, at every given space. But rather than them do that, they have done everything to sabotage the Yoruba people, the Yoruba land in the project Nigeria, even though they wanted to be praised, right, for doing that to all of us. Okay? But whatever it is, a lot of them, right, are investing so much in this because, like they say, the moment they grab the federal, there is the loot, or let me say, the spoil of the war, they will share them. And majority of them are waiting for so much reward that from every part of Yoruba land that they have represented and they have milked, right? They have so much to reinvest back because there's going to be a huge return when Asiwaju become the president. If Bokwari could make a recharge card seller and the Ogufe Mesuya, to make them billionaires in 7 years. One guy is selling recharge card in Daura, is the personal secretary to Bokwari now. He's a billionaire. Another one where they say Rakumi Suya for Kano. That one is the essay on Twitter and Facebook Wahala to Bokwari. Are you with me? So many people you are watching right now, they are like pushing and one. They are not doing them because they wanted to bring any real development or any real change to your life or to Yoruba land. But it's going to bring a huge return. So in this case, money deal. Everywhere you turn right now, now them carry more. Are you with me? When they change Nigeria money by December, and January 31st of 2023. Are you with me? Now them go first get the bullion van of the new notes. So if they say people are stockpiling money to share to you, to share to all of you for election, right? What they are suspecting is that the one they are keeping does not correspond to the amount missing. Therefore, change the money. But when it's time for them to start releasing the money again, they will collect they will be the first to get the bullion van. But why are they so desperate is the question. So they paid people in Akure. They made so much noise about it. They forgot that they told us that Afenifere is nothing. Only for them to come back to say the Afenifere endorsed Tinubu, and they made a big show of it. They even made him sing Yoruba national anthem. Omo, not in a way we no official. Where that one again? Where call you the singer Yoruba national anthem? How they come? So that is exactly what Tinubu paid for. I want all of you old men to come around, okay? Baba, I want to meet Baba Fashoroti. I want to come and show you my agenda. I want to be president. Baba Debanjo doesn't like me. He doesn't like me. I don't know why. But Baba Fashoroti know me very well. I have helped, I used to chat with his daughter before they killed her. I used to check on Baba all the time. So I just don't want to come to Akure and then, without making it like something more presentable as Yoruba people. Okay, can you do that for me so that they can pray for me? All right. So they went, everybody decided to come as they received their own alert. When they got to Akure, it was a big show. Sure, you get a big one. And people gave speeches and all that. Even Oyo State deputy governor came and said, wherever you, Baba, wherever you go, whatever you do is what we do. Okay, fine. So for the pictures, for the whole world, they achieved exactly what they wanted to achieve. You see what I'm doing right now, to the Tinubu, Lagos, Abobaku, and the rest of them supporters, right? Now story. And I agree, now story. But the only good thing about the story is that sometimes our people need to know why you have become so desperate in the land that you were born, in the land that you have represented, in the land that you have had an opportunity to represent them, in the land that people believe that, that people should ordinarily not struggle at all, right, to embrace you. But in that same land, you have millions of Yorubas that you suddenly want to call them Omoales. The Yorubas who have been doing their own personal, their own personal contribution in their own small and big way in developing Yoruba land, while the Yoruba politicians are stealing and looting what should have been used in developing the Yoruba land and standing up to fight for the right things that belongs to Yoruba people in the last 23 years, right? So these, I mean, what do you call it? These Yorubas who have contributed immensely. I belong to one of them, in a way. And when we see characters like Tinubu, when we see characters like Benga Gbewiri Daniel, when we see characters like Ibekunle Omoamoshi, when we see characters and so on and like that, you know them. When we see characters like that, we see missed opportunities in Yoruba land. We see missed chances. We see missed brotherhood. We see missed collective development. Nothing of such exists. It is just when politics come like this that they want to play that card of this brother or that brother. You are my brother. We are the same. We are not the same thing when it comes to what we want for the generality of the people, in a way. So, the likes of Tinubu and co, who then go to Ondo, they got the picture, but they lied to the old man, especially Baba Fasoranti, because you know what happened? Immediately after that old charade, yeah, even the man will be say Fulani terrorists kidnapped twice. They burnt his farm. They destroyed his own crop. Olufalaye was there telling him that they are waiting for his trophy and all of that stuff, Abi. But in the old thing, the old script, last, like the bishop, fake birthplace, fake parents, fake education, qualification, fake employment history, fake source of wealth, fake rating, fake what other fake? Fake bishop, fake what? Fake promises. What fake again? Now, fake endorsement. Why are they desperate? Do they really need all this endorsement? Does he need them? So they went out and they said, somebody who came out, his name is Adeyeye, Prince Dayo Adeyeye. Okay, is the man in charge of listen to this, how much they have been trying to drag Yoruba. Fake Father Abraham, you see? How many fake? Tell me all those fake. Fake this, fake that, fake, everything around them. Fake. Abi? Right. The way they have been trying to tag Yoruba and drag you because you are Yoruba to emotionally blackmail you into forgetting the characters that surround Tinubu and the character Tinubu himself is. As much as they are doing all of that. So to make you feel like it is your duty and responsibility to reward these criminals, these betrayers, because you are Yoruba. So they said they are doing something called Southwest Agenda for Ashiwaju, Swagger. Remember that was when they started. Swagger, and all that. Remember? They didn't want to say Yoruba Agenda. Yoruba Agenda. Some of you are complaining. Shebi you think say Bokuwari na ethnic bigot, be tribal bigot. Wait for Tinubu and Shitty Man. So that didn't fly so well. So they repackage it and they now call it renewed hope. Are you with me? It's called renewed hope now. Okay. So this Dayo Adeyeye, senator, is the one in charge of the entire swagger. Since swagger no fly, now Dayo can't cast them. Senator Dayo. You went for prayer in Akure. You came back to Lagos and you said you have been endorsed. Your state governor endorsed us. This one Yoruba land has endorsed us. Afenifere endorsed us. You forgot that Afenifere that endorsed people in 2015, the person lost. They endorsed somebody in 2019, the person lost. Now you needed that their validation so desperately that you pay so much money only for you to get just 6 hours endorsement before everything busts. It's not me, oh. It's not me, oh. Now the old man. You can't lie against old man. Eh? All of you. Oh yeah. All of you, wait here now. A quick one before we continue. Last night, some of you saw the people in Ondo, those they paid, those who are APC members, and the way they make a big show of it, and the old men they gathered, and what they said, and what you said. Now we realize that them played them. Baba Yoadebanjo said he warned Baba Fashoranti to be careful of Tinubu and his antics, that he may be demented. But he still have all these tricks up his sleeves. He's not stupid. He said, Baba Fashoranti, you are 98. You are so old. Tinubu is an old crook. Be careful of him. He will use you to achieve anything he wants to achieve. That's exactly what happened yesterday. So all of you wait there now. Make you just open, make you open your hand like this. And if you are a Muslim, you say Astaghfirullah, 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 Astaghfirullah. You do 10. Astaghfirullah. You do 11 and you rub your face like that. If you are a Christian and you are one of those who have abused those babas, well, now that you know that they are tricked, I think you should begin to just say Misa Tani, Misa Tani 21. I don't know what that means, but anything where you feel do to say God forgive me for, but it doesn't really matter anyway, because somehow they were paid. They agreed. They say he paid us. He came here, he said he's coming here and he brought blood of Jesus. No, forgiveness. I'm not saying you should. Blood of Jesus is when you see Tinubu and they say, do you like this? And you say, God forbid bad thing. God forbid bad thing. You get that, And then they say, take him now. You say, blood of Jesus. Well, this one, I may God forgive you if you are like those. All this Baba, 98 years old man. Waiting Bokwari, they do us. Una see they alive, you they see them. You know they pity us. You know, feel for us. You won't come bring Kolu. You know that. Those of you who felt like that. Those Babas were tricked by the demented, what do you call it, Tinubu. Ma take a personal or Benny. Ma take a personal. A medical condition, long with dementia. Sure you get. So anybody will get dementia. You know if you talk say na tooth aching gets. Are you with me? What you anything if I go blind tomorrow, you go just say that Maiyegun, that blind what you know Maiyegun. No, I know that guy will go blind. Where you know he's blind. Oh, that guy. Yeah, I remember him. You will still talk it, even though you may be mocking me, but I'm not mocking him. He's demented. Now, another old man, another 96 years old man, Baba Debanjo is like 96. Baba Fashoranti is like 98. Nítorí Ọlọ́run centenarians. Centenarians, I be waiting they call those numbers. They are so lucky. See that age. 96, 98. Tinubu still carry them. He still carry the oldest of them. He carry a handicap. So Baba mamu nǹkan wá fún yín. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ bá mi pè àwọn àgbàlagbà àdúgbò yẹn. Ẹ kàn sọ fún wọn pé mo máa wá kí wọn, kẹ́ ṣàdúrà fún mi o. Mo fẹ́ jẹ president. Torí pé èmi ló kàn. Ṣé get. Tí má ti wá kẹ́ ṣe prayer fún mi, wọ́n fún yín ni. Òbí yín máa gbó dáadáa. Ṣé gbọ́. And those old men, as they are old people, come, I will pray for you. If Tinubu enter there in media guys, then change them. So Jack Badraf, I need them, I will pray for you. Ori atubo gbo. Gbogbo scam e to run ya last you. Kolon jẹ́ kẹ́mi ẹ lò. Àwa náà ta dẹ̀ wà ń bí dẹ̀rẹ̀ ńgbà táwọn ìbá máa deal pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ń kàwá ò ní sí ń bí o. So anything. Baba to see that old man where they touching on head there. Anything theory you touch. Come on me, oh. I separate myself in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit to awatin law. That's what I see in this picture. All those old men where they touch their head, I say, Orimi Joe, Majaki, because my head, oh, God forbid bad thing, oh. My head, oh, God forbid bad thing, oh. And the rest of that, oh, you are on your own, oh. And so that Adeye, you can't come out, Adeye, you can't tell people, say, they've endorsed Tinubu. That is when this guy, what will be the guy name again? Shola Lawal. Shola Lawal was like, hey, you no pay for endorsement too. Senator Adeyeye, mekuna no mix things up, please. You said your team wanted to see Baba, and we made the arrangement for Baba to see you. Now that one you pay for. More know they cause unnecessary trouble. Endorsement is more expensive than how much you gave us. So that's what I see there, because that Shola Lawal came out and said, no, we didn't endorse anybody. Now, Pa Ayo Adebanjo, na his own group is in charge of endorsing and rejecting and all that. And we don't know how much then they charge. This one, a prayer, you come collect. After we saw your video where you said, Yoruba lokan, we said, okay, we'll go pray for you.
Tí o bá sí àwa èmi tí ń dúró wájú yìí tí ń lérí ogun tí ní òkè Buhari nìṣó ká máa bá lọ. Kò lè di president. Ó ṣe kìíní olùlẹ̀. Ó ṣe kejì olùlẹ̀. Ó ṣe kẹta olùlẹ̀. Ó tiẹ̀ sunkún lórí tẹlifíṣàn pé láyé òun ò tún rán mọ́. Mo dẹ̀ lọ bá ń Kaduna wá rán ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n kọ́ lélẹ̀. Àdúró tiẹ̀ wàá dẹ̀ wọlé. Nǹkan kan ní pé o ò ní fọ̀rọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá ṣeré. Ó dẹ̀ gbà. Àtijọ́ tó rẹ̀ ti débẹ̀, mi ò gba mínísítà, mi ò gba contract, mi ì tọrọ ọbẹ̀, mi ì tọrọ gàrí, mi ì tọrọ fúra lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, mi ì dẹ̀ yàwó ń bẹ̀. Ó wá ní lọ́tẹ̀ yìí o, Yorùbá ló kàn. Tá a bá dẹ̀ sa Yorùbá náà, èmi ló kàn. Eléyìí tí mo protect àwọn ọmọ tí mo gbé dání tó, èmi náà fẹ́ ṣe present. Mi ò fẹ́ kán pa mí mọ́tàn.
Èmi náà fẹ́ ṣe president. And they quickly said, Tinubu o. Ọkọ rẹ̀ mi ń wèrè pé o. Tó bá ti jẹ́ bó ṣe wẹ̀ rèé, tó bá ti wọn ẹlẹ́dàá rẹ̀, kórí ẹ kó bá ẹ ṣe o, kọ́lọ́hún jẹ́ kẹ́mi ẹ kó lo scam yìí last o. Ìwọ ló lóhùn ẹ o. Tó kọ́lọ́hún jẹ́ kó ń wọ ẹlẹ́dàá ẹ o. Tó bá ti wá kan ẹlẹ́dàá ẹ, when it touch your ẹlẹ́dàá finally, I wash my hand, yo. That Baba on the right. It's like, I wash my hand. Eledami, you are a witness. So that one beside him is like, Eledami, you are also a witness. So Kima for anything to back come out of this. So that's it. Business deal done and sealed. How can you then go out and say we endorse you? Anyway, don't worry. I'm trying to just tell you that, see, you don't need to lose your mind, okay? When it comes to these guys. Most of what I try to do on MaiyegunsDiary Politico is for you to see how ordinary they are and how much they rely so much on how much they rely on your own gullibility to continue to give them the lifeline back. But behind the scene, they know what to do. Everybody go get paid. You go collect this or that. You know, all of you will just be radio. You know, some of you say, Maiyegun, you don't start radio eleje. Radio battery, radio to low battery. Na Tinubu wahala go kill you. Now you be out there. You know why? Now you dey wait. Make you take Tinubu. Shame me. Okay? every word we are talk for here, in reality, make I no lie you, na money. Just me sitting down here. If I sit down here for another 4 hours, it can give me times 4 times 5, even times 10 of your Nigeria minimum wage for just 2 hours, 3 hours. If I sit down here and I start just talking like, how do you feel? How are you? So you see, my words are not cheap. But look at you. Since the day you don't come social media, you won't take Bokwari shame Maiyegun. Okay. Bokwari became president. His failure can't become your shame. Instead of you to have a pride and say, yes, I supported Buhari. I am happy for Nigeria today. Now fight, you they fight. Any small thing, everybody be your enemy. Now people, they chase you. People, this one after you. People are after you. Instead of say, if your wish actually came to pass, today you supposed to use Buhari, the Buga Maiyegun. Now today you know fist use Buhari Buga Maiyegun. Everything don't propoye, igboro te propoye. Now you are now praying to God so that you can use Kolu to Buga Maiyegun. Since you don't they do harm, as your life they depreciate, as things around you they depreciate, you blind, you know they see me, you know they see Maiyegun. At least you can see. And I don't have to be the vuvuzela, ass licker, beggar of anybody for anything. Just Maiyegun, me, just Maiyegun. The only thing, that would then make it look like, it's not, is when I don't talk. You see, if I on my camera like this, for 2 hours, my brother, I wish you have same opportunity in Nigeria, something that actually could encourage and help and allow you build on your own without relying on your false prayers that you are tagging on the criminals whose prayer is that you will never wise. You will never be wise in your life, because the day you wise up, now from that day, their resources will begin to deplete because you won't praise them anymore. So you see the difference. Maiyegun radio eleje. Get now you suppose to question yourself, since I don't defend APC. I don't lean. Everything, every day I fight for APC, but outside Facebook, outside social media, now real struggle be my life. This country is hard for real. Let us be honest, everything is terrible. That's the life you live every day. And me, Maiyegun, I am the one who come here every now and then to just remind you that if you continue to make those choices, that same choice and the same one, and there is no village people after you. There is nobody after your life. There is nobody stealing. You don't even have any destiny to be stolen. You don't get any anymore. Your destiny, your future, everything have been mortgaged by these criminals, these living devils, living evil, living shaitani. They are the living shaitani, living devil that you are praying against every night, every Sunday. Do you understand? So if you continue to make the same choice, you will continue to get the same results, and then you come back to me and say, Maiyegun said it. She no be my papa's second wife. Destroy my life. Now Nigeria destroy my life. Man, no be my grandma. It's not my grandma that is after our family. It is Nigeria that has been after our family. Now I understand. There is no village people doing me. Even village people, they collect their own share from the evil of these guys. You just don't pay attention because they have done so well to use that poverty that they have weaponized, to weaken your morale, self-esteem, and every other thing that could make you question why have you been so lazy to question these guys until they have been before now, to the point that they have been doing the same thing again and again and again to you. Am I saying too much? I'm still talking about your desperation. Whatever I say here, no be him go reduce the number of your rigged votes, the people you will buy, and the rest of those. But after that, you go back to square one. Anyway, talking about cutting deals for the way they can win their election, where Wike is doing a good job when it comes to the people destroying their people. It said, waiting go happen to PDP at Tifku. If anybody see a Tifku for America, then they look for him. I cannot lie you. As it be so, it can't be like, while many of us are waiting for a Tifku speech in America, meeting businessmen, security, and the rest of them, talking about how he's going to fix Nigeria. I don't see any video. It's been almost 4 or 5 days now. Now only one lady, where they take them here and there. Let me see if I still have that picture. This is like day 5. No, I don't have the picture anymore. I wish I still have the picture. I would have shown that, right? But this is like a day 5. We have not heard from Atiku and the people he's meeting until we just saw Dino. We become pastor, on the prophecy in America, Maryland. I'm waiting the SOP now. Then I realized that now we're a Wike, they cause more of the problems back at home. And he's made a better deal with your Jaga bandits, the Jaga addicts. Ashiwaju awon agberu, Ashiwaju awon what do you call it? Awon were. So as it be so, the defeat of Atifku, as it be, probably they will conclude it before December. In their book, because according to Dino, when they don't get anything to tell us where the Atifku, they tell Americans, Dino prophesy from America. Just a bit one before I go to Wike.
In the presence of God, there is the fullness of joy. And when you get to a place where God situates, you feel and notice it immediately. And I want to tell you, brethren, that God is here. I felt his presence stepping in here, and you can tell. Not every church have a NAFDAC number. But I want to say this presence here, there's a spiritual NAFDAC number. The Bible says, I've built my church, and the gate of hell shall not prevail. As I step here today, I prophesy in the name of Jesus that I see expansion. Amen. I see expansion. Amen. The grace of God upon this church and every member will continue to grow. Amen. From strength to strength. Amen. And from power to power. Amen. And for the men of God, there can only be increase in the anointing. Amen. And by the grace of God, you will pastor multitudes. Amen. And this church will grow in the name of Jesus. Amen. We came in some very few days ago, and when my friend and classmates,
it is smoky Igbo. It is smoky Igbo. It is taking the hand.
Because according to Wike, these guys, Atifku, Dino, Saraki, Tambuwa, who else again? All of them, they left PDP to form APC, Egbekegbe, because of power sharing. Sorry, zoning. The northern Nigeria said it was their time to produce the president of Nigeria. And Atiku want to be president. And Jonathan was the president, who also want to be president again. So Atiku and the key people inside the people destroying people, they move the mass. And that's exactly what made the defeat of PDP by APC much easier, because it was beyond the ballots. It was like a palace school. Without the break that Atifku, Saraki, and the rest of them, and the funding that they gave to Bokwari's campaign, Bokwari would never have been president of Nigeria. Now, that is also a fact. So, Atiku, in his own desperation, collapsed PDP And then he joined them to form APC. That they do use shege now. Shege, and you never see shege. Everything where you see right now, now the preparation. Una go still see more shege. Don't blame me and don't abuse me. If I have power to make sure that you don't see shege, I will use that power right now. And that power is the power to make sure that if I say, oh yeah, hey, we're breaking it up tomorrow, you will agree with me. That's a very strong power, Abi. And then you break away from the slavery, the slave camp that has profited the gatekeepers like Tinubu and gang to the detriment of you, your own family, your immediate neighborhood, and God, your entire community and tribe, and so on and so on and so on and so on. So if I have the power to make things change quickly right now, I would just do, I'll just say, oh yeah, hey, a break here, hop. But I don't have that power. And I don't want you to assume it. That I wish I do. The power of command. So, they brought in the monster. The monster nearly consumed them, but because they are like the same, it became esprit de corps, which is, you rub my back, I scratch your back, and we laugh at each other, we tickle ourselves, it doesn't really matter. We were thieves. You only came to legalize everything we were doing illegally. Like stealing, stealing and every other thing. So the likes of Wike were lucky in 2015. It got the hold of the second richest state in Nigeria, Rivers State, for PDP. And he built for himself an empire. 4 years after they destroyed PDP, according to Wike, PDP was able to stand for election again, but guess who was their candidate? Atiku. They were back. They are back now to rescue you from the monster they have created. APC. Egbe. That didn't work well, but nobody knew that Wike was also waiting for the end of Boko Haram so that he himself can then use the refurbished PDP to launch his own national presidential career. Now, so career can clash, career can clash between Atiku and Wike. They say, we will suspend Wike. She madini. You will come back here and suspend me from PDP. Oh, yeah, try him now. Ortom, that has been under the attack, his state has been under the attack of Fulani terrorists, and he's managed to mobilize his own people to defend themselves in Benue. He's been threatened. Miyegun has placed a death penalty on him. Fatwa. Ortom expected that his political party, Ortom was also in APC. So he's back in PDP, and being in PDP, he expected his own party to protect him. Atiku came in as their candidate. Atiku had a problem with Ortom for the Fulani, for the Benues, the Tifis defending themselves against the Fulani. And for Ortom to go public and continue to label those who are killing Benue people as Fulani killers. This is something that Ortom felt like, this is red flag. Bagbe party, bagbe PAPC or PDP. Everybody get the same thing. Now blood dead their eyes. Atiku no different from Boko Haram. Whether not Tinubu, whether not Atiku, the way he be so, shege, your shege, the real shege, as I hear, that they give him orientation now. In another few months, he go enter Nigeria. You go see him. Let's go for them. Now your choice. So me, I just tell you. So they now said they have to send their Wike out of the party. When he heard it, he reminded them and said, Abe Madini.
If anybody is thinking, doing anything to think that we leave PDP, we will do the fight in the party there. we're not like them. When in 2014, they walked out from Eagle Square. They forgot. They walked out and joined APC.
They work out. They work out and they join, you know what I mean? Now, so, it's the same way the Wike that said, okay, give us chairman. If you give us chairman, then we can be part. Well, meanwhile, they have already fenced him out of PDP. As it be so, if Atiku become your president, the first person they will deal with is with the Wike. You have no idea. And that is why Ayu told these people in Benue that they know what they will do to Wike and co, but they will just wait for them till after the election. That if he wants to use his power, right now, as the chairman of PDP, he will just remove Ortom's name from the INEC list of candidates. So, I didn't know that Ortom, that same Ortom, he also wants to be senator in Benue after 8 years as governor. He's a PDP candidate, senatorial candidate in 2023. Ortom, he won't go retire for Abuja like his other colleagues. Because now politics, then they feed on. They will tell you they are successful this, successful that before politics. Now lie. Hungry people with well-starched barbariga, hungry, starving rogues, debtors who are looking forward to tap into your scarce resources in Nigeria, milk you, frustrate your life, and then turn you into rabid animal on social media and off social media. They don't get job, they don't get real job. They never run any business successfully. Go and check all of them and tell me any of them that you know that have run a successful business before. None. Is going to retire in the Senate. Abi? But Ayu said I can remove his name. Omo, now so with a wicked spark. Oh yeah, try him if them burn you well. Look at this one, oh. Look at this one where they're supposed to arrest, oh. You collected 11 billion selling the presidential form or this form for PDP. You collected this. You were supposed to prison. You were supposed arrest you. You dey threaten people, say you won't remove their name. Now with the Wike, you dey crazy. Try him, then burn you well.
So saying that nobody can sack him, that's not right, because nobody has said he must be sacked. For you to be sacked, there are procedures of sacking people. All we are saying, for Nigerians to believe, if at this point in time, you are a national chairman of a party who has told Nigerians that this is what you do if this happens, and now that has happened, and you're running away from doing that. So how do you think Nigerians will not believe you? I heard when he said he would have stopped Ortom from running. You see how ungrateful human beings are. This was the same his governor Ortom, who pleaded with us and said, listen, I can take this risk and let him become the national chairman without being greedy. The agreement by the governors that no national chairman should come from where a governor comes from. We agreed on that. But Ortom came, and as a man with respect, he said, listen, I want to promote my people. Let them be at the national politics. And we said, okay, your honor will agree. This is a man who never campaigned anywhere. So even though the money they gave him to print posters, he never printed any poster. Now I can even tell you if he wanted to stop the man who brought him, who became his grantor. He can say, he now says, if I wanted to stop him. That's the corruption we're talking about. He has now come into office. He has seen money. He has seen power. Now he can open his mouth to say if he wanted to stop Ortom, he would have. But we dare him, and he said he can also stop any contestant. Look at it. He doesn't know anything. I dare him. If he's national chairman I dare him to stop any contestant if he has what it takes. Why is he not going to resign? He's hoping that Nigerians will donate money to the party. So he will pretend to offer that money. He has already finished one of 11 billion of party primaries money. Account for it is there. It's in the account. Oh, show us the account. Show the public the account. Don't tell the public, go to the account. How would they go to the account? And this is a party that all of us are laboring to take over power from the ruling party that will say have done bad. And then the national chairman will open his mouth to talk about stopping contestants. I shouldn't say so. He tried it in River State. He came to manipulate and tried to put some Gubas plans. But he saw the result. We dealt with him. And some of us cannot be where he says the National Party chairman. Which national, if it's the national, that can come to our states. Do we really want to win an election with this kind of arrogance and impunity? It's not about hiring media houses to insult governors. No, it's not about that. For some of us who have a thick skin, if you like, abuse us the way you want, the truth must be told at all times. And it is the day the election comes and results start coming out. You will know those who are really on ground, not those who have media houses, who control media houses, to bring their newscasters, to bring their so-called analysts to insult us and this and that. No. That is not the point where we're making. So for me, the party is in a dilemma now because the issue of credibility, the issue of integrity is still at play. All I can never do is to succumb for anybody to say I'm a slave. We must keep to what our constitution of our party says. But if you say you're not going to allow it, you're not going to keep to your words, to our constitution, because of your greed, because you believe that there are Nigerians who want to donate money to the party, that you will superintend, like you have superintended the money that came from the primaries. So be it. When we were in school, I read the history of the thieves, integrity, honor. That's what I read. This is not the thieves I read in history. It's not this one. This one, how you eat. No, it's not. These are not the thieves I know. How they are men of principle, how they are men of honor, men of integrity. What they say is what they will do. But his own thief, I don't know where he comes from. I don't know that's a proper thief. With all due respect to anybody. I have also read where some people say we shouldn't cross the line. And I read on the, ordinarily I shouldn't have responded to this. I read they say it's one Dele Momodu. You see, these are the things I'm talking about. Ask him, when did he come into PDP? He came into PDP 2 weeks to the presidential race. He's from Edo State. Not one vote. Not one vote. Not one vote. You know, when you don't want, you just want to let them recognize you. Presidential aspirant has become a spokesperson. Somebody who wants to rule Nigeria or govern Nigeria has become a spokesperson. All of you know how many times Dele Momodu has been in Port Harcourt. All of you know that for one project committee. But see, these are the things I tell you. If you don't have any job, say you don't have any job. I have a job, and I'll continue to do my job. I've never left this party one day since 1999. I've never left this party one day. Never. Some of them, whom I see around now, their duty is not to run around anybody who becomes a presidential candidate. Some of them in Anambra State, when they wanted to control the governor of Anambra, someone like Chidoka, they didn't give him the ticket. He left PDP and ran another party. Right? These are people who say they love PDP. He left PDP and ran in another party simply because PDP did not give him a ticket. Have I left PDP? I have not left PDP. I still remain PDP. I have said I will remain in the party and fight for our rights. I will not leave the party. And that's what makes a difference. Check them, what are their votes? I'm not looking for a job. I'm not looking to be a minister. So this idea of people bragging that they can do with that 5 states, which they know, not the ones they don't know. And what they don't understand that this war is like a guerrilla war. There are those you see, there are those you don't see. What you don't know, you don't know.
Wike, I swear. Only gorilla war. It's a gorilla war. Now, what you see, you see. What you don't see, you don't. Omo, he knows what he's talking about. Oh. Are you with me? After Lagos has 7 million voters. Rivers State have about 5 million voters. Wike has appointed over he has appointed over 100,000 special advisors on polling booths in Rivers State alone. So, and he's doing all of that. Not for anything, no. Just for this article. You the craze. You're having your conversation. You are calling us second-class citizens, Southerners. That's what they said. They said in their meeting that they said that what is wrong with these people from the South? They just like to they think they are anything. All these Southern people who are just like a second-class citizen in Nigeria, they don't know. Now, so somebody go tell Wike. Since that time, where the Wike don't spark, he said that Tifku cannot be trusted because he knows him. He said, Ayu is a great criminal that should be arrested right away. Since all of them say they go show him, because for this River State, now here we die here. Where the Wike give us some of those moves.
I thought, as a party, as a chairman of a party, who wants to win an election, your business is to bring peace to your party. Your business is not to divide your party. Your business is not to show arrogance to your party. The Bible said we are children. Yes, the children brought you to the chairman of the party. The children brought you from the gutter. The children brought you from the what? Gutter. To make you chairman, it is the children. You were impeached as Senate President. You were sacked by Obasanjo in his administration 2 times. Arrogance cannot take you to anywhere. Now we are saying that you don't want the party to win an election. We will help you. These children you say we are, these boys we are, that brought you from nothing. I said from nothing. We brought you. You say you founded this party, but you left the party. You left the party in 2007. You founded a company, you left the company. People stood and brought out the company to what it is today. You have no moral right to sit up and claim that you founded that party and that company. You left with your shares. Other shareholders have come in. Yes, I don't expect that people look. You want to show integrity. You want to show a party to Nigeria that we want to take over. You must convince Nigerians that we have integrity. You are as a chairman of the party who wants
everywhere don't scatter. That's why I said wahala wow. Everywhere don't scatter na CB. Now anybody where you see me you buy too. Now. Because everybody mad as it be, your leaders are mad. You can't pretend to be normal. As it be so, now anybody where you see, may you buy it too. For APC, for PDP, now mad asylum, everybody there as we speak. And they are the ones promising you, promising you a better Nigeria, blah, 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 blah. And you believe them. Wike, give me some moves again. Some dance moves to make I take cool body small. I won't relax.
a wire. Oh, you joke around. That is a wire. I'm a leader. Why we don't go with them? I'm a leader. Why we don't go with them? I'm a leader. Why we don't go with them? I'm a leader. Why we don't go with them? I'm a leader. Why we don't go with them? Some people think say you they do juju. Is this a joke? They will never go free. Them they born face oh yeah, that would them they born face for. Easy body yeah, you're so wicked they walk oh. You know, as I'm watching on television now, they paint them. That is all. And they sweet when they see me appear like this, they paint them. And I promise them, I'm here to bury them. I see they paint them, they see us. I see they paint us, they pay. When you say, I see they paint them, they see us. I see they see us, they go they pay. I see they paint them, they see us. Face me and face you. Every morning, every afternoon, every night, weekend, every time, weekend. Weekend is not important. Why are you worried? Weekend is not important. Why are you worried? Allow weekend to rest. A big man, a big man, a big man, a big
A big man, a big man, a big man, a big man. It's got so many collection of it, you know, like it songs. With a wicked, he said, "Na gorilla warfare for PDP because he's already signed a deal with Kolu. As a be so, as some will say, Maiyegun, if listen at the hand of God we did so. Omo, I'm not sure say hand of God self near where you did so now. They don't throw you far away from it in the realistic sense of it. You know what I mean? Waiting you day and waiting day before you. I suppose they feel sorry for some of you, but I don't think it will make any sense until you experience it. They are looking for a Atiku in America. Dino de Maryland. They preach for church. Atiku, they say they don't know. They say that they take he was touring the building. Atiku was touring building of a public building in Washington, taking pictures here and there. When they finished, when they were tired, they told them, "You cannot stay here longer 4 o'clock. If you loiter around there or loiter around here, we're going to arrest you." Like Omo Oloshini Fani Kayode. Fani Kayode said in one of his episodes when he did feelings, I believe anyway, Shabo. I mean, he said, waiting up for America was that when Atiku got to Washington, and they finally got to a place, they didn't say they are coming to talk. They are coming to talk about Nigeria. According to according to Femi Fani Kayode, he said when Atiku got to America and they got to that Washington, somewhere in Washington, they said they were tourists. They came here to come and look building, and somebody volunteered to take them on the tour of the building. And they told them, next time, if you come, don't stay outside like you did, okay? Because it's suspicious. Where did you say you come from again? And they told them, we are from Nigeria. He's going to be president of Nigeria. I was like, of course, now I have seen Coming to America by Eddie Murphy. So yeah, is this going to be your president? I say, yeah, it's going to be our president. 2023, next president Nigeria. I say, okay, yeah. It reminds me of Coming to America. Yeah. But anyway, let's take you around the building, the tour. This is where we received, that's all the pictures. Now, so Femi Fani Kayode, they pictured it. And I'm like, why can't they if they plan to go to America and meet people for this photo op, why is it so difficult for them to have uploaded all the Tifku's meeting and waiting talk there? Do you know the media? I mean, like, you know what I mean? They say na Genje, maybe na Dubai. But I know say then they America. People don't see them there. We don't see picture. But what we don't understand is that how come now the same people he left Nigeria with, now the same people he's meeting in America. So everybody just say, I'm on fake life land jail. Have you know so? If you look at it, say, Maiyegun Ogberi, Ogoma Gojari, fake life land jare. America is America. Meeting is meeting. She was suit to me. You know, see us say we wear suits. Tinubu self they chop in own fake life, fake bishop, fake endorsement, fake support, fake this, fake that. Maiyegun 2022 lawa fake life lanje. Really? Hello, I'm assure you. So the final part for tonight is to tell you that our stickers are ready. I have been told that the Yoruba Union, stickers are now almost ready because they are doing trimming. I don't know what that means, like trimming. Okay, so we have about 8,000 copies that are going to be coming our ways, and we intend to even do more. This option is just to continue to raise the public awareness on why referendum is not war. Okay, so when you educate the people that just the same way they are mobilizing you and lying to you right now, that they will give you a Nigeria that work, which they will never give to you. The same process is when people are able to express themselves and say, this is Nigeria, and this is Biafra, and this is Yoruba nation. In these different parts, so I mean, these two parts in this Nigeria, these people, democratically, constitutionally, they are anyone who is interested in propagating any kind of message that has to do peacefully, that has to do with self-determination, Yoruba nation, Yoruba sovereign nation, and every other thing that represent the indigenous people of Yoruba land, right? They are not violently a threat to Nigeria. Nigeria is a threat to them, as Nigeria is a threat to many, many of you today. So the right information, the right education, awareness, and, endless, messages that continue to remind our people that even if this is the only option they have given to you, you have many. One of them is for you to fight for the sovereign nation of Yoruba people, a place whereby, first of all, having your own language to resolve all problem, all issue, is something that has been lacking generally, that Nigeria has stolen from us. Now, having your own and having our own country, that is something that you and I actually want and ready to work for, indeed, is worthy of a try. And that's why I'm saying that if we do it in a way that somehow we plant it in your subconscious mind and others with what Nigeria is doing, which is what they are, they are doing a great job in ensuring that the messages of let's go our separate ways, peacefully, no fight. Referendum is not war. It's just the same way you go out there and choose one of your thieves. This time around, you have to choose if you want to remain in a concentration camp or you want to start afresh in an independent country that whatever you make of it is what it will become. This time around, it will involve you. You will be part of it than being part of something you have no idea how it all started. Something that they say is quite, something you can't even edit. Nigeria. So options in a democratic setting is what this represents. So from tomorrow in Lagos, hopefully will be delivered to the leader of the Yoruba Union organization, Princess Balogun. I hope you are watching. So that will be, arrangement will be made. It will be delivered to you. Then we'll share some contact numbers of Yoruba Union in Lagos. And from every part of Yoruba land, you can order for some of these stickers to be delivered to you for free. We paid for it with our money. And that's exactly, what we spent millions on billboard. We hope when you get them, you do justice. And if this works well, we intend to do more in the coming weeks and months. Towards the Charade election as well. It is our own tiny little contribution to make an average and every Yoruba person interested in why, what, something that the likes of Tinubu, APC, PDP, and the rest of them are spending billions to make sure that Yorubas will never have the courage to demand for an independent, sovereign Yoruba nation. And it is something that they actually rose to prominence on. They were telling Yorubas, if they ever have any chance to power, they will fight for Yoruba people. In Nigeria, they will fight for everything that will develop Yoruba people, but they haven't. And they would never. Because fighting for Yoruba people means they would have to part with some of those gains they've made, the loot they've managed to corner to them for themselves. All these things they enjoy right now, they will have to part ways with them, something they are not ready to do. But with the right information, with the right orientation, awareness, and then every other thing we can to make people understand that these guys are not for us. If they are for us, they will never be against the Yoruba nation. Or at least they will show the support, genuine one, for those who are actually preaching the messages in the community, not work with Nigeria to track and hunt them down, hurt them, and everything they have been doing to them. So we need to continue to do our own parts, and the more resources we have access to, the more we'll be able to do. And thanks to all of you who have always been there, contributing and supporting, right? Yes, crowdfunding. Might be a token, it might be huge, but everything comes together and we can achieve a lot when we have all our resources together. Currently, we have a balance of 1.2 million in our reserve. We haven't touched it. We haven't spent it. I am so kind of personally scared of just emptying it all. But somehow, we've spent part of it now. That we've spent part of our money, which produced this over 6,000 to 8,000 stickers. Now, if you are interested, from tomorrow, we will share the contact of how you can get a copy or set up the copy that you can share all over the place by yourself as well. You can put these stickers on your cars. You can put them on your doors. You can put them right there in your salon. You can put them anywhere that is so easy to see and people can ask, oh, what's that? Then you can talk about it. It's our only two way of raising awareness. And thank you to every one of you. Don't go anywhere. I want to take 1 or 2 calls just before we go tonight, okay? And if you are interested in being part of it tonight, of course, all you have to do is to pick up your phone, dial that number. It is a WhatsApp call only. And when I get back from where I'm going, I will take some calls, like I said, and then we can call it a night. So we have over 2,000 of us on YouTube. We have a lot of us on Facebook as well. But all of you on YouTube, before you go, in case if you are leaving, don't leave without liking this broadcast or sharing it. And if this is your first time of joining us, how about you subscribe? If you have been following Maiyegun for a very long time, do you mind checking that your notification on YouTube? Check it. It won't do you anything. Just check it and see if it is on. If it is not, then put it back on so that you will never miss anything on Maiyegun's Diary Politico. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Hello there. I've got I have my first caller. You still there, sir?
I'm still there.
Fantastic. All right, sir.
But
mix no, I appreciate. Just
so
for the sake of other people.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, sir.
I'm a mix.
Mm-hmm.
So, you are now a preacher of referendum.
I am not just now a preacher. I have always been one for years.
We followed last year and you were in between. You really make up mind in last year. Yeah.
No, I've always believed it. I've always preached it. And I've always asked I've always asked that Yorubas who wants to go into politics in Nigeria should be pro-Yoruba in a way that if they grab power, they should use it to free Yoruba. And I've always been like that. But I mean, I get where you're coming from. If this is the first time you're actually listening to me doing it, and me for the first time, I'm really sorry. Good enough. At least. So,
okay, that's good. That's good. Àwọn bàbá yẹn mo mọ tí máa ṣe kí máa sọ sí wọn mo tí máa sọ sí wọn Ọlọ́run àwa náà la máa jà fún wa náà ṣùgbọ́n Tinubu ò lè jẹ́ pírẹsidẹ́ǹtì kò lọ wéńtì náà kò lọ wéńtì náà.
Ṣé kí n sọ kọ́kọ́ fún yín lálẹ́ yìí? Ìrísí láti mo ṣe máa ń sọ tèmi tí mo ṣe máa ń là dáadáa ni wípé nítòótọ́ àwọn tó jọmọ Yorùbá kan wà tó mọ nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ tí Tinubu bá jẹ president Nigeria tó dẹ̀ pé because of it wọ́n máa ń sọ fáwọn tó wù pé ẹ jẹ́ máa make mistake yẹn ẹ jẹ́ máa try yẹ ọ ṣé ẹ sure pẹ̀lú gbogbo bí nǹkan ṣe rí ń sìn pé kò lè jẹ president yẹn lóòótọ́ question yẹn mo máa ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ara mi o because okay mo ń gbádùn yín sir ẹ máa sọ lọ.
The reason that tẹ́ bá wo history gbogbo ẹ wo Abiola náà bí Abiola náà ṣe antagonize Baba Awólọ́wọ̀ right Baba Awólọ́wọ̀ náà ṣe tiẹ̀ right now gbogbo àti bá wo àwọn history yẹn bá yẹn right kò lè jẹ́ that got me opinion tèmi ni o opinion
mo wà pẹ̀lú yín sir that's why mo sọ pé mo fẹ́ gbọ́ yín tán so ẹ go on sir mo ń gbádùn yín.
Opinion tèmi ni o so mo fẹ́ gba time yẹn púpọ̀ I just want you to continue your good work right
yes,
continue your good work. Unfortunately a lot of people ní back home in Nigeria wọn ò lè gbọ́ yín because wọn ò ní ná wọn ò ná unfortunately but continue your good work ṣẹgbọ́ kí gbogbo àná máa ṣe báyìí èmi mọ̀ pé kọ́ngùn ni ó máa kọ́ngùn síbi kan.
God bless you. Ẹ ti get it sin kọ́ngùn máa padà kọ́ngùn síbi kan last. So ìlàyé sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa jẹ́ pé tẹ́bọ̀dì bá mọ nǹkan tó ń lọ bóyá àwọn èèyàn wa lè tètè arrange ara wa sójú kan. So ńgbà tí gbogbo ẹ bá máa fọ́ bọ̀ ńlẹ̀ a ò ní fara pa ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ. Ju pé ká kó gbogbo ara wa sínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí Tinubu tó ń sọ yìí o kí gbogbo ẹ wá dojú dé pa. Kàmá àwọn ìta fẹ́ gbà mọ́. Cheget. Wàá máa ṣe tiwa like you said. We will never stop.
Káwọn dàtí kan lè. Mo fẹ́ fi ilẹ̀ káwọn dàtí pè wọlé.
God bless you. Ẹ sọ orúkọ yín fún mi ṣá o, bóyá mi ò tètè béèrè ni o. Share mind.
Ẹ wo tẹ́wọ̀ anonymous.
All right, I'll keep it that way. Anonymous caller, sir. Ẹ ṣeun gan, can you nice evening, yeah? Thank you, sir. So, my caller just told me that Tinubu will never become president of Nigeria. And I asked him, are you sure? He said, no, I'm very sure, 100%. His own opinion, I said, okay. Because according to him, right, there were those before him who indeed, right, at a point in their journey of life, when they attempted to want to leverage on the goodwill they enjoy as at a point in time in their life in Yoruba land, they want to leverage on that to drag Yoruba into the national politics that never really work out. And most of the time, they came back with their nose, with their blooded noses. I've been a blooded nose. You know? So he believed that Tinubu will experience same. Then he will come back and hopefully he will come back to his senses. And I mean, I'm like, are you sure? That's fine. So I have another caller, but there is this there's this connection stuff. Okay, there's something I'm going to do for a minute on MaiyegunsDiary Politico on YouTube. Yes, we had over 2,000 people at some point. Now we have over 1,800 of us right there. And for the past for the past 100 minutes that we have been here, right? 106 minutes that we have been here. Only 600 of you actually could afford offering. Offering are free. Offering is when you like this broadcast, you share it, and you subscribe. But when you like it, you actually register your presence. So you should do that. And I have been told that even if you are watching Maiyegun on your big screen, on your TV, you can still use your remote control, the cursor there, the arrow, and go on that same video there, right? Underneath it, you can tap OK on that arrow, thumb up, okay? Now, if you do that, it means that you have shown that you are here, all right? I appreciate that to those who have done that. And to Yomi too. Baba, thank you very much for your super sticker. And to my other super sticker, I forgot Olufumi. I'm so sorry, I didn't remember the name, but thank you. As it is, I put it on the screen earlier. So now I can take, let me take other calls. Sorry. Hello there. Okay. Hello there. Oh, I lost the call. Sorry. So my caller, you can try back again if you have a chance of getting in. So let's do that for a moment, okay? Like, share, and then, this broadcast. Just before, like, share, and subscribe this broadcast just for a minute. Now we'll be back. So we have 700 people who have done so. I'm going to take a 2 minutes break. It's not going to be 2 minutes, right? And I want to see if the rest of you will take that break with me, and you can then drop your offering. So we are at 700 right there on YouTube, okay? Let's cross that 1,000 to whatever it's going to be in the next 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Now, 33 people have done theirs. Okay, I am waiting for the conversation to continue once we get to once we get to 1,000 of you. So you can still do it. Come on, you can do it. So as for the line, I've tried to fix that as well. I'm having an issue, getting it, connected and all that as well. And that's why sometimes I feel like, no, maybe I should take calls. I shouldn't. It's quite, it's quite a great thing whenever we never have any issue with the calls and all that, okay? But sometimes it's not always so straightforward, man. I'll try this. Let's see. 1 sec. Hello there.
Maiyegun Baba.
Assalamu alaikum, Ahmed.
Wa alaikum salam. Kana na lafiya?
Lafiya, lafiya.
Make I speak Yoruba breed Hausa for you. Kana na lafiya diku?
Lafiya, lao, bandala.
Yawa, suna no lafiya diku?
Yawa, bandala. Ahmed, surely, I swear to God, those who said that adult education is the most difficult education, they are right, oh. I am so terrible in learning languages. I'm so terrible and I hate it. But fair enough, I have you around me. So I have somebody to rely on in most instances. So how are you tonight, Ahmed?
Fine, Maiyegun, I did fine.
Well, you've been part of this all from the beginning, I believe, or you joined midway.
Yeah, I joined around, like, I think after 30 minutes.
Right. We're talking about the desperation of Tinubu around that time. Why are they desperate? Everything seems to be in their favor. Why do they want every validation, for goodness sake? Since they have everything, you know?
You see, I called because I think the first caller who said Tinubu cannot win election and that.
My anonymous caller.
If he says so, that is his own opinion. Everybody is entitled to his or her own opinion, you know? So, and you cannot force someone to, believe what you believe in.
That's right.
So everybody has his own belief. But everybody, his own belief will catch up with them one day. So now we can just leave it at. But what I feel is this. Tinubu, I believe Tinubu is like more, he has more, will I say, he has more advantage to win than any other person.
Yes.
And that's
because he is the only one who has a lot to lose if he doesn't win. So he's more,
if he doesn't win.
And he's more advantaged. And when we are talking about winning, I think where people kind of disagree, Ahmed, is that if a real election is conducted, it can't. Well, Nigeria doesn't have a real election. So that is where the reality comes in, Ahmed. When we tell them that this is not election. Go on.
If we say win, we are not talking about. If we say win, we are not talking about
the real election
real win. Now
we all know
now. We all know the rubbish.
Would they say Bukhari
now wait, now they can't election. Now they can't win when we talk with us. We don't mean
to say election. Win. No be so.
Win now win. So more help them count the win. They go like that.
Now
win.
Continue. Why you think otherwise? When that person said it can't, and you think otherwise, maybe you should tell us.
You see, the reason why I said this is because if you look at Atiku, Atiku is age don't draw too as it is.
Right.
So the mission where they want, they for one use them for. It no go 2 days long to execute that mission. Right. But you see people like Shetty, they still get lifespan where they use execute any of their evil mission we then get. We be saying still their end. So you see Tinubu whether they use say making come. Like you have always said, Tinubu is just holding space for the next president to come. And these people, they know it. That's why you see they withdraw all their support. You see, Northeast, they will find a way to throw all their support for Tinubu to win. Because they know it's Tinubu. They know that Tinubu doesn't have that.
With Tinubu, they are closer to power again.
Yeah.
But what about Atiku? Because, initially you would think Atiku had a chance, if not Obi. Now Obi came, he don't punctuate everything. We came now also he don't scatter everything. So where do you think Atiku is going to pull it off when you think Tinubu don't stand a chance? I think all these facts are going to make sense later.
If not for the coming of Obi, they would have felt that
Atiku would have had a little chance.
Now, Obi came, he has ruined Atiku's chance. Can't on see malo ba ibo may they no go spoil there, but they will feel say we'll give them to this person since we still get person there. We'll be say we'll find way we will take give Tinubu.
But what happened to this? Person. What happened, Ahmed? The question I was asking myself sometimes ago was like, I know right now the southern PDP who have been burnt in the PDP scheme power game, they have settled with Tinubu for protection. Now, are they really the same question we're asking some of these who are calling other Yorubas names because they are not buying this fraud, right? Are they prepared if the table turned tomorrow, something happened and Shettima become the president? Would they still get the same protection that Tinubu is going to promise them being Southerner under Shettima of this terrorist apologies? I mean, there are so many things, though. Ahmed, I keep asking.
Maiyegun, you see, we the way Buhari was, sometimes we cannot. Let's say we shouldn't insult Buhari all the way, We should even thank him because the coming of Buhari, it opened every madness, every lies, every,
hypocrisy,
every rubbish that is going on in that country. So sometimes we can even thank Buhari for coming because he has opened a lot of eyes. He has opened a lot of people's eyes to understand where they belong in that country. Because you see PDP, you see all the rest of those things, they've been like trying to play games around it. But coming of Buhari, you just everybody must say, he beat everybody that belongs in it. So now Kama, when they say Kama na beach, now that Kama don't they catch, don't and it go they come.
So nobody can really manipulate anyone anymore, other than the people who have been subdued to do the will of Buhari and gang.
And if freedom is coming, everything will just be cool. Now the freedom we won't come for the people of that place. Emile lost you, people will die you, but that freedom will come, the way and manner it will come, and now them go they push themselves. They beat what in my parent, full around my for or around
they will fall on their own sword.
Which they doing on that side. Some other people with the APC, everybody wash and grass boots
everywhere. And if you put all of this chaos together and you begin to pick few ones that make sense, and you begin to pick those ones that doesn't make any sense, you realize that the horde is in favor of Tinubu when they write it. I still say that too.
If you come and look at we that support the breakup of Nigeria, you will see we just decide. They try to do it in one day. And we they watch.
And you know one thing as well, Ahmed. Those who are one Nigerianists, they are angry that we know they take side. We're supposed to take side. You are supposed to take a side. Okay, after all this thing you have been saying, what do you want us to now do? Who should we vote for? They say, you the crazy, you don't hear me. I don't get any candidate for your candidate. They talk about you waiting all these guys are. So who should we now vote for then? Because they want you to take a side, and they don't like that. They don't like me for not taking a side.
Maiyegun, then where they laugh. They laugh Sunday go. They laugh Nnamdi Kanu now.
Yoruba nation.
Now we they laugh.
The Afrod nation. Now who is laughing now?
Maiyegun, now we they laugh. Now we they laugh. Now their own time now to cry. Now we they laugh, and now so we go laugh to the end. What
one need that shaggy. They said Maiyegun. No, they go there. No, they lie to Nigerians. So no, they tell them say better they come. Renew dope and any other thing. Let them know that the shaggy they see now. Na Peking shaggy. Okay.
They will see shaggy.
The one where they come. If they survive, then I believe the Nigerians will survive anything.
But we did. Everybody will support freedom.
Yes.
Yoruba nation new, Biafra new, Kashawa Talat.
Yes.
By
the days are counting, of course. Nice one, Ahmed. Let me take another one. I mean, my friend
General
Babo.
My general.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Ekale
kudede asiko yi. Báwo ni?
Bó ni nǹkan?
Well,
mo wà dáadáa.
Ẹnu ẹ̀ la wà yìí o, tọ́ni kò ń polówó nù o, àkọjá ìyára wa o, adẹ̀ ń dúpẹ́.
Maiyegun.
Baba.
Wike is confused.
Oh yeah, Jami. Lọ́nà wo, in which road? Lọ́nà wo.
He will want to retain his stronghold state, retain rivers.
Bí Tinubu náà ni. I mean, wọ́n ní tó dé bá nà ọmọ, ilé ló máa sá padà wọ̀. Wike ti sá padà wọlé báyìí tí wọ́n fẹ́ mọ di yíra ẹ̀ka pé ẹ̀yin ibi yìí o. Yeah?
Maiyegun, Wike is confused. Let me explain to you.
Please.
He wants PDP to win rivers. He wants Atiku to lose.
Yes.
Afenifere is confused.
Yes.
APC is confused. So when you look at the whole thing, our nation wa wọ́n ti ń palẹ̀mọ́ fún wa ká máa ṣiṣẹ́ tiwa lọ, just like Ahmed said.
Gradually.
They are all confused. Kò sí fìdí kankan tó ń hòdì fún gbogbo wọn mọ́. They are confused. Okay, Atiku went to US na àárín kankan.
Ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà ti wá di èyí jẹ èyí ò jẹ. Ta ló ń gamble pẹ̀lú ilé ayé ẹ̀ lórí èyí ò jẹ èyí ò jẹ láyé yìí?
They are all confused. Dino lọ US nsìn ọ̀tọ̀ nìkan tó ń rí wí pọ̀ chọ́ọ̀chì ló gbà lọ wọ́n lè showcase Àtíkù.
Mr. Ṣé yóò wà worried ni pé àwọn daily sí now let's assume pé tó bá pẹ́ Nàìjíríà ti ń pèsè right ṣé ẹ wà worried pé kò sí daily sí Nàìjíríà tó sọ pé Àtíkù said and something picture from America that's what it used to be now abi they will say American trip. Okay, he's been to different states. Nigerians in America, they come to welcome him. You know that thing. They do those things now, but how come it's so difficult in 2022? I don't understand.
Maiyegun, I have said it. They are all confused.
Confusion, you know. Confusion, Ishani.
Look, and the more we are approaching the day, they are all confused. There is confusion everywhere. They are all confused. There is something I've been reasoning. Do you think, if I'm telling you, if the election 2023, do you think Buhari will vote for Tinubu?
Well,
he will vote for Fulani man. They are all confused. Awata morale ni kama morale.
One ẹni tó bá fẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tó máa likely ṣẹlẹ̀ in 2023. Tí wọ́n bá ṣe election yẹn ni ó ṣe ń gbọ́. Wọ́n ní everybody lọ ka nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 1978 àti election 1979. Ẹni tó bá ní time kó study ẹ̀ dáadáa. Mo wá ń sọ yẹn fáwọn èèyàn tó ń wò mí gan sìn. If you are watching me right now, I want you to take your time after this broadcast, okay? Just go on Google and read about 1978 and 1979 elections in Nigeria. What happened? And then you come back and you put Tinubu, Atiku, Obi, Kwakwanso, and Showore. Put all of them in the basket of whatever you find from what you read. And you're likely going to know where Nigeria is headed. And this is not 1984, 85. What will happen after 2023? Nigeria will never recover from it. That's why they recommended this. People should go and study that.
These people are confused. The system itself is confused. The center cannot hold again. When you look at the Nigerian budget, when you look at the petroleum sector, when you look at everything cannot hold again. Everything cannot hold again. Pick economy, pick politics, everything is free. Awata amura ta to be for Yoruba nation. Awani kama amura wasile. They are preparing the premise for us. They are preparing the ground for us. Are you with me, sir?
Loud and clear, live and direct.
Awani, I want to Sherry Shetan Shefu Wagan, O to Jusheta Wagan, the Shele, Kawaka Mapale, money.
No, me ole moke. Money me no sobe. Most of our money pe Sherry Tawan Shei. I want raise awareness. Sherry Anton Shei She Gongon. Sherry PC yini. Every day, ni one proof nkotan so right. Every day. Ni wọ́n confirm pé àní Nàìjíríà yẹn o kò sí future fẹ́ ní kankan àfẹ́ni tó bá ń tanra ẹ̀. Ẹ̀gẹ́ sọ àwọn ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn ju. So tí Nàìjíríà bá break up lọ́la kò ń ṣe nítorí pé mi àti yín ń sọ láti bí ọdún mélòó sẹ́yìn o nítorí pé wọ́n ti ṣe bó ni o. Ó ti bó tán pátápátá kò ṣe bò mọ́ ni o. And I'll continue to remind you. Sir?
Maiyegun, finally, look at the deputy governor Makinde ní Àkúrẹ́ lánàá. Where can you tell me he belongs? They want to support the Yoruba nation. They are in the camp of ABC. They are confused. Even Tinubu go down by why singing Yoruba nation anthem?
Mo kàn tí ọkọ sọ fún mi. Ibi tẹ́ ti máa mọ̀ pé they are confused lóòótọ́. Check bouncing. Yorubas, our Taje Yoruba, we the Yorubas. I am yet to see any Yoruba man that will listen to the Yoruba anthem. And not really feel like, oh my God, I like that. I am yet to see one. I'm not saying there is none, no. But I am yet to see
Maiyegun.
one. Baba,
Maiyegun.
Now, Yoruba, every Yoruba ló lè kọ. What about any Yoruba nation anthem? In Nigeria and Benin, could there consequences kankan fún? Tinubu lè kọ, consequences kankan fún. Or B.O.B. down, who cost Biafra national anthem, anywhere. Come at that ma wola rola. In one Nigeria, one Yoruba to need that kind of influence. Kilo one diwamu, àwọn Yoruba lon ló diwamu, àwọn Tinubu iná ni. So, I dey follow you, Baba.
Maiyegun, Obi is not straightforward. Obi is not consistent. Even Obi himself is confused.
You're confused.
He's confused. You just imagine when you are hearing them in Akure, they are already telling the Yoruba, Emma Murali, they are preparing for us. That is what I see. See, center you only hold him up. Economically speaking, Nigeria only hold him up. Politically speaking, Nigeria, even the voters are getting confused. Okay, think about Supreme Court. I'm talking of confusion. Think about Supreme Court. Even the Supreme Court say yes, Appeal Court is confused now. Appeal Court committed judicial suicide.
By ruling against his own against his own judgment.
You are going against your own ruling. Maiyegun, confusion day everywhere. Confusion day everywhere. Iletiya.
So, Kabiesio Ejengbe, another call. God bless you, Baba. Thank you very much. Here we go. Now, before my callers speak, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Maiyegun.
Oh, brother, thank you very much. Can you give me just a minute, right? I don't know what happened to my brethren on YouTube, okay? So you stay on, don't worry. Just hang on there for me for a minute. I don't know what is going on with my brethren in the Temple of Truth. Are you bored? Like, are you bored? Like, tired? I don't understand, though. We have over 2,000 of us. And repeatedly, Baba G will continue to remind you that you haven't dropped your own offering. How could we have over 2,000 people and we only had less than less than 900 of us who actually did that? Are you bored, tired? Is it so late? Bedtime? Don't worry, we'll be wrapping up soon. But I mean, if you don't do it now, you may never really do it before you go tonight. So, like that broadcast. Brother, how are you?
Good, Maiyegun. How are you?
I am very well. Thanks for asking. Sorry. So you are live now. Everybody can hear you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I know. Is that... Wait, I want to guess. It's your voice now. I want to remember. Is that... Hey, why did this name just went... Okay, tell me your name.
Yeah, Bola from Australia.
Yes. Do you know what I wanted to say there? I actually wanted to say KZ, right? KC from Australia, Kazim from... I was like, no, that doesn't match. Usually Kazim speaks to me from somewhere America. So no, Australia. But I'm glad that I didn't say. So how are you? It's so early in Australia now, I believe.
Yeah. I didn't go to work this morning. So that's why I have time to talk to just say something on the program.
Thank you so much, Bola. It's been a long time as well. So how is work?
Yeah, good. We've been there. We've been working so hard, Which is Australia. Even this is part of the reason why I want to call in.
Great.
And there's something that is going on in Australia now.
Please share with us.
After the COVID,
yep.
A lot of people passed, and even in Australia, not a lot of people, but some people passed. So in some sections, and they lost some staff. Could you believe now? 30 years old are working as a normal worker in Australia, but they don't give them full shift. But they only give them maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 13, 14, 15, 16, starting from 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Like Australia is in shortage of, working adults.
Yes.
So they have
Can
to
you just
recruit,
imagine?
children. Wow. Tell me more, please. Tell us more.
Exactly. So okay, fine. I will still go back to Nigeria.
Right.
Okay, please. Can I just express myself in Yoruba so that I can make some
that's how
points?
You want to go about. I mean, if you have to make it at some point, go ahead. You know how we do it, okay? But yeah, do it in Yoruba. I want to hear more. Still on that Australia issue.
Okay, fine.
Lord, it's Australia. Continue.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay. Nígbà tí àwọn ọmọ 13, starting from 13 years, 14, 15, up to 20, normal age, to help me let me share.
Right.
Okay, mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́ imagine pé ọmọ 13 years, ó ti make you fún ra láti at that early age. So tó wá fi máa di 15, tó wá fi máa pé 18, ṣe mo èyí tó ti máa wà nínú account. And meanwhile, Australia, wọ́n sì dá wọn òpin tí làwọn lè ṣe, nígbà táwọn fi máa recruit àwọn èèyàn láti ta. Kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé táwọn ọmọ ìbá ti parí school, kán dẹ̀ máa ṣiṣẹ́.
Like
a understand?
Okay. To the high school, about to university, so they do something like
that. Owó ti wà nínú àkáǹtì wọn, wọ́n ti ní everything, wọ́n ti. So government
ti jókòó. System, wọ́n ti wọnú system débi pé tó bá wà ní school gan, they can be working part time because wọ́n ti wà ní system láti make owó fún ara wọn. I get that, Baba.
Yes. Okay, fine. Ẹ wo àwọn tó wà Nàìjíríà. There are a lot of pé wọ́n ti pé 80, 90, wọn ò rí nǹkan kan jẹ. Ọpọlọ wọn ò dẹ̀ wá sílé wípé ẹ wá kí gan là ń ṣe yìí. Ẹlòmíì ò ro jẹ ẹ̀ẹ̀mejì abẹ́ kan jẹ léèdè. Wọ́n dẹ̀ sì tún support àwọn people yìí. Àwọn people tó jẹ́ pé ó yẹ kí gbogbo yín jókòó kẹ́ wá bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa get rid of. Bóyá máa bọ́ gbogbo wọn ní o. Bóyá ẹ̀kan tí ẹ máa wọlé tí wọ́n lè kọ̀ọ̀kan kẹ́ máa pa wọ́n ni because èmi ò rí point àwọn tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe nǹkan fún yín. Wọ́n ṣe fún wọ́n dẹ̀ tún fi kíní yẹn náà láyé lójú. Dẹ̀ rí nǹkan kan ṣe sí. Mo wọ Australia ní 2014. Mi lè pa fún $175 convert to Nigeria ní náírà gbà yẹn. 175. Ẹ wò mo ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ lé ní ó ti di $500.
500 naira to $1 Australian dollar.
Yes, ó ti di 500 naira to $1 Australian.
Kódà pé mi ò gbọ́ yẹn rí ni o, bàbá ẹ repeat ẹ o. Dọ́là nìkan ni mo gbọ́ nú ẹ o. Australian dollar sí náírà. Ó ti dé o.
2014 ni mo wọ̀ lóyún.
177 2014.
Náírà gbà yẹn. Ẹ ṣe sùúrù. Ní 2014 tí mo wọlé sílùú yìí. 175. 175 naira.
To $1 Australian
ní $1.
Okay.
So lẹ́nu tí mo bá yín sọ̀rọ̀, ó ti di 500 naira to $1.
Ṣàǹgbá. So Australian dollar Australian dollar go pẹ̀lú àwọn currency tó gbéra after Nigeria. Ó ti tán. It's over. Gbádùn.
Ẹ ṣe rí àwọn tí wọ́n bá ní tí mi ò bá ṣiṣẹ́ ń gbà mí jọ because iṣẹ́ tí mo ṣe máa ṣiṣẹ́ méjì ènìyàn iṣẹ́ mẹ́ta ìdíje. Torí tó gbé shortage àwọn workers náà ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ sá. So ti manager mo máa ń wo social media. Báwọn Yorùbá tó pera wọn ní agitator bí wọ́n ṣe máa ń búra wọn àwọn tó rí wọn ò pé ẹ kàn jókòó pé ẹ wá ẹ jẹ́ ká ké gbogbo wa tiẹ̀ kóra papọ̀. Ká dẹ̀ mọ̀ nǹkan tá a máa ṣe sí nǹkan tó wà lẹ́yìn because a lè máa continue lọ.
A lè continue báyìí.
So kò dẹ̀ wá sẹ́ni kankan tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n wà ní Nàìjíríà tó yẹ kó rí wọn pé kọ́ọ̀tì coordinate everybody. Mo máa wo program àwọn kan wọ́n máa bú àwọn bàbá yẹn àwọn bàbá àgbàlagbà yẹn kínní kan ó pé ó ní màá kan ní Amẹ́ríkà tí ẹ máa ń ká lódò tọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ò já dáadáa lẹ́nu ẹ̀.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n ti ń ṣe nǹkan tẹ́yìn Sàbọ́lá ẹ̀gbọ́n ti ń ṣe nǹkan tẹ́yìn complain nípa yìí. Ọmọ máa bú àwọn bàbá yẹn. Ẹ̀gbọ́n sì kan sáré àwọn èèyàn bíi mẹ́ta sáré gba sókè lẹ́tì lẹ́nu ìsinsìn. Bọ̀ mo ń gbádùn yóò.
Ṣẹ́rí ẹ̀wọ̀ máa yẹn wà lára àwọn tí politician rán ó gbowó ó ń pretend ni ó wà lára àwọn tí politician rán pé kó disrupt the Yorùbá nation yẹn because if not a lot of people kò tẹ̀ ṣó nìkan àwọn Yorùbá tó yẹ pé Yorùbá kan náà lájọ sùn tí a lè jókòó káwò pé wá ẹ tiẹ̀ jẹ́ owó tá à ń gbà láti jọ ó ti tó ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa parapọ̀ ká dẹ̀ gba nation wa. òun àṣẹ́ni kankan tó wálé tó lè
papọ̀ sójú kan nǹkan tá a bá bá lẹ́nu a la máa bá lẹ́nu b ẹni tá a bá bá lẹ́nu ẹgbà lẹ́ máa bá lẹ́nu àwo kókò tiẹ̀ papọ̀ bàbá nǹkan táwọn olóṣèlú ṣe Nàìjíríà weaponization of poverty bàbá mo gbádùn yín.
ẹ jẹ́ ká fi àwọn ọba yẹn lẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká fa àwọn òjòyè gbogbo àwọn yẹn tán pé àwọn yẹn ẹ̀dà minor ni wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ àwa tá a jẹ́ Yorùbá tó jẹ́ pé Yorùbá kan náà la jọ ń sọ lẹ́nu mi ò lè parọ́ fún yín tí everybody wá tá a bá come together tó jẹ́ pé we talk on the one voice we speak with one voice a ti máa ju bí tá a wà lọ.
100%.
àwọn politicians àwọn ló máa bẹ̀ wá.
ṣebí nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe ní around April June nìyẹn kó tó di pé wọ́n yí ọwọ́ wa gba ọ̀nà ring road àti find ara wa padà sí main road ń sìn níbo Ọlọ́run á gbà fún wa. Sabola, thank you very much. Sheget ẹ jẹ́ kí ẹ jẹ́ a máa sọ a máa bá wọn sọ náà ni ẹ jẹ́ a máa bá wọn sọ. A lot of people ló ń gbọ́ ọ̀tẹ́ yín náà tó sọ láyé o and pẹ̀tẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ̀ dẹ̀ pẹ̀tẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ̀ ni a ti fi nà ń pọ̀ pọ̀ báyìí sìn so ẹni tó bá ti tàbà kó má fi ṣèbínú kó tún bẹ̀ ṣe náà ni as in.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká dúró síbẹ̀ sọ́ra kẹ́lẹ́ mi náà tún lè pò wọlé sọ́ra kán tún lè mú another point ìṣẹ́rí nǹkan táwọn wá náà ni wípé mi ò lè parọ́ fún yín níjọ́ tí wọ́n bá sọ pé Yorùbá lè sọ di dúró mo ti gbà kódà mo lè abandon passport Australia jọ kí n máa lọ bí mi.
God bless you. Sabola. Clearly gbogbo alágbọ́ yín kò tẹ̀sán bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn everybody ló gbọ́ yín all over.
Yorùbá dúró wọ́n ní pé Yorùbá nation ti dúró màá fi Australian passport mi lẹ̀ mú gba ìlú mi lọ nìyẹn.
Ọlọ́run àwa jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ lójú ẹ̀mí àti lójú ẹ̀mí.
àwọn tó wà ní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ àwọn àpararọ a máa parọ́ àwa tá a wà nílùú òyìnbó náà àpararọ àwa tá a wà nílùú òyìnbó.
a kàn ń dúpẹ́ pé à ń rí bí fara yìí ni.
bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ṣe mọ̀ orí program wa yìí fáwọn Nàìjíríà tó máa lọ máa mi kó tì mí pé torí pé wọn àpararọ náà fi wá Nàìjíríà náà fi wá Yorùbá nation. kò ń ṣe torí ẹni mo lè lọ sí tí Australia ò bá wù mo lè gba Africa bùnmi lọ kí n lọ máa live life ara mi mo dẹ̀ máa enjoy ẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ lèèyàn máa live comfortably well nìyẹn. but nígbà tí ó kí pé ojoojúmọ́ ń sìn yín àwa tá a jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá tá a fi Nàìjíríà lẹ̀ tá a ti tọ́lọ́run ti wá gbà fún níbí lọ́hùn Nàìjíríà ọ̀hún láti padà wálé láti kó èrè oko wálé wọ́n ti ń sọ pé ká dúró ká gbé sájò ká kú sájò ká kàn fowó ránṣẹ́ ni ẹ ṣáà sẹ́ǹdì ẹ̀ wá so elégan ò ṣe é wá mọ́ ẹ wá ní ká má wọ́ọ̀rì kẹ̀ dìgbà tó máa fi wá dípọ́n máa fún wa pé kò sí ìlú tó ń jẹ́ ìlú báyìí mọ́ ó ti di ìlú míì ilẹ̀ àwọn bàbá wa gbogbo àwọn bàbá wa ló ní gbogbo tá n bàbá ẹ̀ látọ̀dún wo ìyẹn ti kọjá láti ọdún tó ti ó jẹ́ padà síbi tó ti wá ibi tó ti save nìyẹn o ìyẹn làwa ṣe ń ṣe táwa ń ṣe yìí tó bá fi dá ti àwọn tilé tó ń talẹ̀ talé tọ̀nà tó kó tó everything torí àti jẹ torí ebi Yorùbá ìran Yorùbá Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká parẹ́ ìdí ẹ̀ tá a ṣe lè dákẹ́ àdẹ gbọ́dọ̀ dákẹ́ àdẹ ní dákẹ́.
kò sí wàhálà Maiyegun ẹ jẹ́ kí fẹ́lẹ́ mi ní space sọ́dà káwọn náà lè bá a kọ́ lé.
Thank you very much.
àmì sì wà lórí program.
àti ẹni pẹ́ round up but it's been a wonderful conversation tonight. I appreciate that. To my friends who don't understand Yoruba, Bola was practically raising his own concern when it comes to the attitude of Yorubas towards the emergence of Yoruba nation. And he was talking there about the foundation, how much Yorubas are missing out or losing out when it comes to this Nigeria project. Then he used Australia as an example. Like in Australia, after COVID, there's been so much, after people died, there are many open spaces in different jobs in Australia, right? Normally, when that happens, what you do is you probably open up immigration. You get in some trained staff or workers to fill in those those open spaces. Now, according to Bola, he said they didn't do that only. They actually decided to now integrate their young children, their young teens, okay, into the lifestyle of having to learn how to work part-time or full-time here and there, like normal adults, hand money. So as they are going into their college, so they will grow into it. That's their future. People working hard to help, mobilize and move their country. And he said they would love that. They would love that to see that in Yoruba land, which is currently missing. So Bola wants a Yoruba nation that will emerge today and that can make him, as a Yoruba man, to finally, possibly, drop his Australian passport, citizenship, and pick up another one, which is the Yoruba nation identity. I would love that too. I can drop British passport and pick up Oduduwa. You know, whatever I will call it then, it will be a marvelous thing to happen in our lifetime. Sorry, my caller, I kept you waiting. I just had to add that to my non-Yoruba speaker. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm so sorry, and thanks for your patience, okay? How are you, sir?
MD Baba.
Babo.
Alafia.
Shalafia.
Alafia. Now do this Politico.
Say that again. How do? What did you say?
Olu.
Odu.
Olu.
Yeah. Why did I hear that so wrong? About Olu, how are you?
I did.
Thank you very much, sir, for calling in. Okay, so
well
loud and clear as well about, you know. Go on.
Well done for the good work. Oh.
Thank you very much for the good support.
Well done for the good work. Yes.
Thank you.
God bless you.
And you too. Thank you.
I find it very, very hard that the youth in Nigeria are suffering all these calamities, are still following these idiots up and down because of what they will eat.
I mean,
forget the fact that this, when we were small, they said you are the leaders of tomorrow.
They told us
we
that.
Grew up, told us that. Now we grew up, have our own kids still meeting them. The same set of people still telling our kids that they are still the leaders of tomorrow. It's very, very absurd. Because I can't imagine this same set of people. Imagine the prayer Tinubu is receiving and the man praying for him. What's the age difference? If you really look at it.
I know.
Oh yes. Look at the man praying for him and Tinubu himself. What's the age difference?
See, if they were supposed to be in the old people's home together, right? It will be Tinubu, right? It will probably be Tinubu and that old man that will be discussing about their lifetime. And the old man will be like, oh, well, I am about 20 years older than you. However, I'm about 10 years older than you. Maybe I'll go. What kind of conversation do you think they'll be having? Not have to worry about a country of 200 million people to make their life better in that age. Possibly not.
Exactly. Exactly. So I look at it and I said, these people fooling themselves, not we. Because we are determined on what we wanted. Okay, I'm in abroad.
Yes.
Because Nigeria is not good. I had to come over to abroad with my family.
Yes.
Located. If there's Yoruba nation today, I'm going back.
There are many people that will go back naturally. Sometimes some people don't understand why the Yorubas in diaspora are easily in support of Yoruba nation. I'm not talking about those ones abroad, though, who are supporting politicians because they always want to probably hope that one day they will get their own share from them. But when you see Yorubas who genuinely support the emergence of the Yoruba sovereign nation, right? You realize that most of them is not because of what Yoruba can do for them. It is what they want to do for Yoruba land, which Nigeria continue to frustrate us from doing. And every year, many of us who intend to go back to Nigeria are changing the dates. Maybe I'll go next year. Maybe I'll go next one. Maybe next one. Because of what? Every year, the insecurity, the economic downturn, everything that is wrong with life is happening there and keeping us outside. How can we not be angry now? Olubaba.
I do farm. I do farm. I do farm. I get farm for Ondo State. I get farm for
you invested in farming, okay?
Yes, in farming. If I tell you,
tell us.
Cow entered my farm, scattered the whole of the farm. The same thing happened in Oyo State. You walk precisely in Oyo. This same one in Ondo State, the same thing. So I now sat down, and these are big investments. I now sat down and I said,
somebody who work hard for his money, for somebody who works so hard for his own money. And you receive the news from from Nigeria that your farm, your investment has been destroyed by cows. Meanwhile, you are reading about how cows are doing this or that online, And you probably feel like, hopefully they will never get to my farm. Then one day, they have gotten to your farm. Your money is gone. Your investment is gone.
Baba, I do shake you. I do shake you for them. Baba.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, say me, I did the system before. Like
So
the system do me, I make me come out. So I know what you did. If you check my profile, you will see some kind of thing. You'll see some kind of thing for my profile. I did the system. I know what
so you know lose your money and
make me
hands
come
up.
out. I know. I went back. At least the information I got that particular day, I met like capsules inside that place. And I tell you, with my boys where they work and everything, we butcher like 4.
Wow.
I tell you, the people ran away. The people in the village were scared that they will come and attack them. For them. But I tell you, I stayed in that village till midnight. I didn't see any one of them. The following day, for a week, I was patrolling that village. So if you see my DP, you know the kind of person right.
I don't know who is talking. You know what somebody said? One of the things that made them hate Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu said, if you are dealing with these marauders, these cold-hearted murderers, right, who are hiding behind is our cow. We want to feed our cow. It's not about cows. It is the spread of fear, intimidation, and all of that will make all of you to have to either run away from your land or having to agree that they should settle in a portion of your land for peace. That's what they are all after. And Nnamdi Kanu said, if you really want to stop them, Benny, no, they preach.
Face them.
Face them fire for fire. They will run.
Yes.
If they know that in this village, there are people with guns, arms here. They no go touch your village. They know they come there. They will pass you. They will pass you over. Because that's why they love to attack in the middle of the night. So that people they will start burning people's homes. So when you are running out of the fire, if you carry gun, carry anything now.
No,
they are a bunch of cowards. If they know that you have weapons, they will never touch your village. Almost since that day, they say Nnamdi Kanu must be killed. Is their enemy for saying that.
If you enter this Yoruba West, our side now, something from 11 o'clock, 12, 1, 2, enter all those streets, all those areas, people don't go sleep. I tell you, people don't go sleep. Now, these are the time you see all these same people, all these Fulani, Hausa people, their own place where they are doing indomie and egg. Till 2 a.m., 3 a.m., they are still awake. The ones that are playing gambling are playing gambling. But our own people, we get the land.
They have already hidden back in their homes.
They are sleeping. If you see vigilante, if you don't knock, you don't drink Ogoro, sleep, you don't smoke.
People, you know that time when I was in Nigeria, they said that once you turn, when I was in Ijebu, so they said once you turn 18, they fee draft you for vigilante job because like we have to volunteer. Nobody was hired or paid to do it. So some people were like farmers, hunters, right? So they will pay us. And you are right. I mean, me, I think say I go the spirit and all of that. Or while we were patrolling, those one who were like regular, or those baba senior one, the ogogoro when they the bottle, Coca-Cola bottle. So we were young, we just have to follow them. And I don't know, say, oh, na bobo. Yeah, somebody we don't drink, you go tell me say, spirit they pass. Hey, bro. All of you, do this small picking. You don't understand. Some spirits they pass right now. I need to speak to them. They are the spirit guide. But you are right. By 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, Oga Vigilante.
I tell you.
Obodo, there is a market in Odogbolu. We call it Obodo. Some of them, if you go inside Obodo, around that 12 teaching or 12, 11 o'clock. If you go in there, you go don't see Vigilante. We go guide our streets. They're inside the market stall. They don't sleep off. They get places where we say, some stall, there are fish sellers with their fish cartons. You will see vigilante, they go just everybody go sleep 4 o'clock in the morning. When you hear Allahu Akbar, the first one where they wake everybody up, vigilante go wake up, go house. So you are right. But I never for once actually thought that you are right. the owners of the land, they run inside. Why the people who were supposed to be strangers in the land stay all night? And they could do anything.
Yes, now.
I never thought of
they
that.
Could do anything.
I never thought of that.
I said, now, if me, okay, I be ex-military personnel.
Yeah.
So I know all those their intrigues and everything. Yeah, sir. Now why they tell you to make you check my DP? Now me they always force or find things to you every day.
Bless you.
So what's up?
I mean, your Kolumba, I love it. The moment you started saying something about my experience and I deal with them, I don't have to say much, but I get it.
Yes, sir. So you see, all those people, they have all their own intent and their strategies, how they work. But we, the owners of the land, we are too relaxed, thinking that nothing will happen. But I tell you, all the old forest is surrounded.
Yes.
What is with these people? You can't imagine. It's just for them to call themselves on phone and say, we are striking now.
Let's do it now.
Then meet our people. You see people running net after. This same thing still happened in Ifon in Ondo State about 4 days ago.
Yeah.
They still busted some farmers. One of them escaped. In Imoru after Ifon, they still did the same thing. So this thing is going on. It's just the one can hear.
Lagos about the expressway just a few days ago. They just kidnapped some passengers.
Yes,
one of them.
Although I want you back on information. So
working for them, supplying them food,
working for them, supplying them food, all those kind of things.
In fact, information on who to pick and kidnap as well. We have heard all of that too.
Like that.
So, and there are other Yoruba copycats as well, who goes into the forest, target people, kidnap them, so that they can collect. We know all of that, but all these things are never they are never our thing in Yoruba land. But if they're kidnapping in Yoruba land, then they call them kidnapping or bomo. They must be ritualists. And once they kidnap, they won't kill you with that. You get now one more Yoruba for money, ransom.
For money. Yeah. Yes, sir. That time, if you see money for ground, they'll say, make you not pick up money. So they thought issue. Now, the kind of knowledge you will get that time be that. We don't know anything like kidnapping.
Kidnap you and when they can't use, make they can't buy you like goats and say, pay us 300
million. Now, if they kidnap person, you don't get money.
In Yoruba,
if you don't get money, they will kill the person.
They'll
come out all in,
sell the organ.
Come out all the organs. Who say, who they buy those organs? Who they buy those organs? Who all these kind of pigments? Now this same big man politicians.
Yeah.
So you see, I look at it and I say the best thing is just this country, let it just divide and let everybody go.
No, we'll cut the wahala into regions. Everybody go deal with their wahalas. How is that so bad a choice?
If you collect Yoruba Nation today now, all our region will fence around. Biafra collect their own, they fence their own round. Anybody who want to come inside our place, collect visa the way we go London, you go America. That's what it is.
Yes, I should be.
Yes, sir.
You go waka enter one forest I say because your tradition say you dey waka, you be waka people, okay. Anywhere where you see in a land. Baba, you feel waka go Italy and go their forest, let's say you get cow from Daura in Daura, Nigeria, and you done the trek for the past 2 years with your cows. Now you can't dey Tripoli. Or you enter UK, you dey mad? What I say, you dey craze with your cow? You dey craze? How then is it convenient to say you move your cow from everywhere and you found land and then you settle on it?
Maiduguri and Cameroon. The border now stick, 9 divided. Stick. One long stick like this. If you cross over here, you don't enter.
You don't enter and be that now. Once you cross this line, anything where you see, may you take a more. Number one, you don't go see your cows again. That's number one. If you manage to break those fences and you enter, you and your cows, you never go see yourselves again. Then you, waiting you see for breaking into a republic that is independence like that, Omo, I know if you talk more, or you feel no live to tell the story as well. Or
of course now, sure.
So you feel no live to tell the story.
Yes, now.
You break into a border and say because you be what? You be waiting.
Border.
Like from where?
How?
It is
Baba,
well.
thank you so much.
So,
I
know, I appreciate
Thank you
Baba.
very much.
Thank you very much for stopping by. Okay,
Oh, Allah.
I do appreciate you. Stay safe, eh?
God bless you.
Nice one, man.
Yeah.
So thank you very
so
much.
Yeah.
And we are rounding up gradually. And I want to say thank you to all of you, brethren, in the temple of truth. Those who have dropped their own offering, you are blessed. You see that finger where you take like that video, that finger where you take tap arm, that finger, it go they confirm. You see, if I want to check my bank balance now, now my thumb be my security on my phones, okay? So which means that thumb, if not thumb you use, my other phone, now this finger be my own security. This fingerprint, if I use them like this to unlock that phone. Now you see that thumb that you've all used to drop your own offering, Now good things you go to take them open. Oh yeah, show me that finger. I mean it all. It's coming from my heart, okay? You see that thumb or that finger you used to tap that like, share, subscribe, Now good thing you go to take them open. The same way they take them open my bank. And every time I open it like this, no, I don't. I mean, It's always so scary as well. Hello there.
Maiyegun the general.
Yes, sir. Make us stand up or make us still remain seated, sir.
Oh, you are too big to stand up, I beg.
No, I'm not too big too, but I mean, if you say make us sit down, I say thank you. So how are you, sir?
Fine, sir. Fine, sir. You know what?
Tell me.
May God continue to strengthen you and your knowledge.
Amen.
Anytime I watch you, it's like you should not finish your program. It's like you should not finish your program.
Oh, thank you.
Let me tell you.
Please.
These so-called Yoruba leaders, the ones that are supporting Tinubu, I think if everybody is listening to me,
yes, sir,
they are shameless people. Please help me ask them, where are they? Where did their leadership? Where are they taking us? Is it not where it has taken us now?
Taking us? You are right. Where has their leadership led us to as a people collectively? The question is,
thank you.
Poverty, capital of the world. That's where it has led us to, sir.
Of the world. And secondly, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Look, common sense is not common.
People say that. Oh,
these people, common sense is not common. No. But this is what I have done.
I was thinking that maybe, when they say common sense, somebody must have seen it somewhere or probably feel like it's common. That's why they say common sense. But when they now said it's not common, that's a tragedy, sir. Are they listen?
So let me tell you, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Look at it. People, you see, we need to educate our youth. I'm in my 50s.
Bless you.
We need to educate our youth. Look, all these people that call themselves like, oh, it's not time. Those that are advocating for self-determination, they still need. It's not time yet. When is it going to be time? All these people will be gone. Yeah, all these people will be gone in the next 10 years. Though.
Yes, some of them will be gone.
A lot of them will be gone. Yeah, oh yeah, they will not witness the action. The action that all these our young people, graduates, they are not going to witness their suffering.
No.
They are not going to witness
it. They are likely never going to bear the consequences of whatever they are trying to do now, what they have done, what they are trying to do now, and when it is done. Some of them may not actually live to witness the consequences. And look at us now. Those who agree that we should, or let me say, those who kept quiet, sir, since 1966, when Nigeria that we did not sign up for, we did not sign up for one Nigeria like this. We signed up for a sort of a partnership, Nigeria, where regions, independent regions, came together to agree that we are of the same country, or onijeti baba, tomo, kuma la lao. In 1966, sir, in 1966, that arrangement was destroyed. And from that day to 2022, we haven't seen any single one of those who said they stood for Yoruba land, past or present, that altered that, fought that, and demanded we go back to what we all signed up for. In 1957, 3 years before Nigeria gained independence. And what we also signed up for in 1963, when we had the first Republican Constitution in Nigeria, which clearly defined what is Nigeria, who are those in Nigeria, something they ruined in 1966, sir. So if you say they haven't been on our side, we are right. And if you also say most of their decisions today, the consequences, their consequences, most of them will not live to tell it. From 1966, sir, if we reject any of them for leading us today, I don't think we are wrong, because from 1966, this is where they led us. This is where we are. Yeah, we are. There's nothing hidden anymore. There's nothing they wanted to show us that they keep away. This is where they led us. Sir, I'm with you.
So let me tell you this, Maiyegun, because I've been hearing some people saying, although they are entitled to their own belief.
Everyone is.
They said, if Nigeria, if Yoruba be on their own, is it not the same leader that will still be in the Yoruba land? But this is what I want to say to them.
Please.
Maybe you can educate them. What they don't understand is that when there is a rule of law, when there is a better constitution, a paper that can guide how to behave, then there will not be the same in the Yoruba nation.
God will bless you for this, sir. Continue.
So help me educating them. You have been doing more than enough, Maiyegun, but you can't cover everything. We always appreciate you.
That is why I have people like yourself who listen, right? And they get to see a play. I mean, they get to see areas where they feel like, oh, I'm going to add this and that to what Maiyegun said there. Because from this perspective, it will even make it more complete. That's what you just done, sir. And I will continue on my own side. And thanks so much for the support.
God bless
all
you.
The time.
Continue with.
Thank you,
sir. You continue with your.
I will.
Continue. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, and God bless you too. You stay safe, So I'll take just one more call, and we'll call it a night. Tonight. Hello there.
Hello, my brother. Good evening.
Good evening to you, sir. How are you?
I'm very, very fine. I'm at Biafra.
Oh,
I'm very happy.
El Biafra. My brother, you're welcome, because you are going to be my last caller tonight. So where do you want to start from?
Yeah, my brother, I'm very, very happy for what you are doing, okay?
Thank you.
I have been watching you for a long time. And I've been following your program and writing messages and liking it all the time. Even though I called you one certain time, you have finished that time. Something I want to say this.
Please say it. Go on.
Yeah, something I want to say is this. America said, and the UK, Canada said that there will be an attack, terrorist attack in Nigeria.
Yes.
Then now, Lai Mohammed come out, giving Nigeria hope. All of them coming out saying that America is a lie, this or that. Let me tell all the whole Nigeria, that thing America said is true.
Yes.
And the terrorist is Nigeria government. And they have already planned it to have the attack. Then now America have already exposed them. Do you know what they will do?
Tell us.
They will delay the attack. So that people will see that America is lying. Then
so
they will come
like
and
America is lying. I see.
Yes. But America know what they are saying, because you cannot tell me America, Canada and the UK just leave their embassy, take all their people, go back to their country.
Nigeria, because they just wanted to be popular.
Then look at Nigeria that don't have any technology. Even they don't have light, telling their citizens that America is lying. Well, every time if I watch that, I will ask myself, if any person believes in one Nigeria, the person is a fool. Because Nigeria government is the terrorist, and they must do the attack. And that attack, they want to take Asarok. Mark it. From now to January, terrorists will take Nigerian government. Then they will make Nigeria Islamic State. And another thing I want to ask in Nigeria,
please.
Have any person in Nigeria, even though Tinubu, Peter Obi, you know, for me, I don't like Peter Obi. Peter Obi, there is no election in Biafra land.
Right.
And I will believe if Yoruba nation can do such. You know, let everybody go. Can the whole since Kuje prison breaker, none of them thought us Buhari, where is those people?
Like they are worried.
Yes, they don't worry.
See, you know what, yeah? People are not even like showing that they are worried that over 400 terrorists
my brother.
They escaped. They don't know where they are. They don't know if they are actually there entering the same bus with them. They don't know if one of them is the one Okada that they are carrying. They don't know them, but they are there in Nigeria. And everybody pretends that everything is fine.
Yes, this is what I'm saying, because terrorists, they want to hand Nigeria over to terrorists.
Hey.
You know, and if they don't want to do it, why they will bring Tinubu, a man of 90-something years, they said he's 70 or 80-something years, then they put Shetima.
They can't bring Shetima. And guess what? It's not just Shetima they bring. They bring Shetima. We publicly said, restructuring my put. What is restructuring? To hell with restructuring. Something that is so dear to the southern Nigeria. This restructuring thing.
My brother.
Baba?
My brother, let's go back to that. Let's go back to that prison break, because some Nigerians don't know what that
they don't understand the consequences of
such. They don't understand it.
In a country that is traumatized by terrorists. Then you have a prison break where over 400 deadly terrorists are now in the thing here.
My brother.
Sir?
My brother.
Sir?
If in a civilized world, if one terrorist escapes from prison, the whole police will be outside, the whole army will be outside. They must get the terrorists and hold it back. Can you imagine 400?
400. And do you know something?
400.
Do you know something? None of us can identify them. Prison, we put them for prison for years, as they claim. Do they not have their pictures? Do they not have their names? How come all these names and photos are not making rounds on social media, on their TV in Nigeria, on everywhere? Why? Why are they not out there? You can't even identify them, can you?
Yeah. No, I cannot, my brother.
Nobody can identify them. And everybody's so...
Do you know why?
Tell me.
Do you know why they release them? Do you know why they release them? They release them because of 2023 election. There will be no election in Nigeria.
God will help me bless you 1 million times if you don't go too much.
Yeah, they release,
just manage them. Go on.
They release them. They release them because of that 2023 election, because they know that APC cannot win and the Hausa man cannot be there. Fulani man cannot be there again. They know how things, they have already studied Nigeria. They say, let them take over.
Violence go resolve more.
You know, they want to take you over before the election. You will hear it everywhere we shop. And if any person...
one thing that my brothers, the Biafrans, told me, one of the things that worries them, and I want to say this here, and I want to reassure people and say, although it is scary to think it, right? But I can tell you, they themselves will understand the consequences if anything happened to Nnamdi Kanu in all this nonsense going on in Abuja. The Africans are worried.
My brother.
And they are like, in the chaos, in the melee and all of that, they could try any rubbish. I said, listen, don't worry yourselves. They know the consequences of that. You know what I mean?
My brother.
Go on.
My brother.
Baba?
My brother, Nnamdi Kanu said, if Nigeria kill him, Biafra will come fast. So if anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra will be like Nigeria will be like Somalia. Let me tell you something. Do you know where Nigeria have already fucked themselves up? All of them, both to Lai Mohammed, all of them, both to Chief Army Staff, all of them talking that America is they're talking that they're saying that America is a liar. America is a nonsense country. They're a liar. Do you think that America will be at their back if anything starts happening? America will not do that. Let me tell you, the whole world have already known that Nigeria will share and Nigeria will divide. And remember that those terrorists is in your side mostly, in Yoruba land mostly. Because for our side, we have already conquered them. Do you know what they are doing now?
What?
Do you know what they are doing now? They are coming around the road. They are coming around the road, kidnapping where army checking points there. Because they use the army checking point to kidnap and go inside the bush. But that bush they used to go, still army is securing them. Because our ESN have already been with
many
them.
instances where people said where they went to pay ransom, they saw army checkpoints just not far from where they paid ransom. And that's why they believe that most of these guys are either military themselves or they work with the military.
Military. My brother, let me ask the whole Nigeria question, all of them that shouting one Nigeria. Can in this world have any person in Nigeria here that any country get terrorists and call them repentant terrorists and put them into security or government or army or soldier or navy or any force? Only Nigeria do it in the whole world. Do it in the whole world. So what's the meaning of it? They use that uniform to cover them and give them gun to be killing people. So for me, the only advice I will give you guys is that if you guys can raise up, start shooting these people, nothing like pump action, AK-47, because we were using AK-47 like them. Use AK-47 and fight these people and see what will happen. See, let me tell you, if Biafra is fighting this Fulani, Yoruba is fighting this Fulani, there will be nothing like Fulani in Nigeria again. All the Fulani will run because Hausa cannot live.
We are not fighting Fulani. Please, let's be very clear, okay? Yorubas are not fighting Fulani. We are fighting the Fulani terrorists committing crimes in our forest. Please don't use that don't make it look like we are fighting. Okay. Biafrans are not fighting Fulani. In my own word, though, Biafrans are rejecting Fulani terrorists who are committing terrorism in Biafra land. Let's always kind of be.
Yes.
So because
what
you get what I mean?
What you said is what you said is truth. I understand you.
And I agree with you as well. I agree with you that when people bring violence to us, there's no point in preaching peace. Do you get that now? We may not be so blunt that, kill them, do all of that. I can tell you this, just like the gallant ESN and every other volunteers in Eastern Nigeria have made it their duty, right, to fight this evil of whatever it's going to take. There are others in Yoruba land too who have been doing the same for years now. You get what I mean? But like you said, we shouldn't be preaching peace and doing, you know what I mean now? Like if they bring it that way, it is always better we face them that way. So I agree with you.
Because for them, they don't need peace. They are killer.
Yes, they are murderers.
They have been killing us. They are murderers.
Yes.
So they need to kill.
We don't want anybody to come and start making it look like we are just being paranoid. Our people who have become their victims, who survived them, they came back and they told us what they experienced. So you can't change the story. And that's why we're going to stick to that and make sure that they have unleashed violence on us. It is always for our people to know better how to defend themselves. Sir, self-defense is not a crime. Yeah, just a quick one before we round up. We only have just about 2 minutes now.
Do you see what they do in a church in Yoruba land? Was it 3 months or 4 months ago?
It's a terrible one. Or you know what? They killed over 80 people.
My brother.
My brother. People shot and killed for what?
Inside the church. These people. God, see, let me tell you, God of our land, both Biafra and Yoruba will swallow them one by one.
They are already angry. Yeah, you know what I want me the gods do, Baba? You know what I want the gods of our lands to do first, You see the saboteurs who allowed this to happen to us. Rather than them to come and fight and defend us, they decided to catch us and hand us down to those who want to kill us. Make our ancestors first finish them. Because if our ancestors can help us finish those ones, many of us can handle this Fulani armed terrorist. 100%. If nobody is trying to hunt us down for them, we can deal with them.
My brother.
Baba?
My brother, I saw something online that Tinubu go to, is it Kanu or which place? Go give them 100 million.
I tell you,
100 million. Why Nakanu? Okay, see it. Why flood is in Lagos? Then Peter Obi go to Peter Obi said that Atiki is my brother. You need them to greet Atiku.
Them the same. Now people where they fight for them, they mad. I tell you this, free of charge. Now people where they fight for them, now them they mad. They be same.
Waiting this Fulani terrorist is eating, coming from our land, coming from Yoruba land, coming from Igbo land.
Simon once told us that Abema will not stop eating nama. Stop eating Fulani cow. I said, Omo, well, I kind of don't eat Fulani cows in a way, and I wish I could advise people to stop even killing the cows for party. So, like you said, waiting they make them get away with some of these things, or even attempt some of this nonsense in southern Nigeria, maybe not the cow. You know what? We'll call them a night. Let's call it a night. Thank you so much, okay, for stopping by. I hope I have a chance of talking to you again some other time, okay? Thank you so much. You stay safe and good night, okay? So this is where we are going to draw the curtains tonight. Guys, thank you so much. My time is so out, it's so up. I just want to say thank you and good night. Thanks for spending your evening with me. I'm going to see you some other time. Good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun Diary Politico. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹ́gọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun number one. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube.